Hello. Let me test things out on Twitch. Can I hear myself on Twitch? I didn't think of putting the sound on my, what do you call that? On my headset. I can hear myself on Twitch, which is great. That means that everything's working. And everything is working on YouTube as well. Great! That is perfect, which means that I can switch scenes. Let me see. Okay, so first off, hello, you sent me once again something in Russian, so it will take me a tad bit of a second before I can read it. Let me see. There you go. First off, we have the new scene. Hello, hello. And then let me copy this into, once again, Google Translate. No, I wanted Russian to English, please. Good health to you, comrades. Hello. I guess this is a common greetings type in Russia. What does it sound like, though? Zdravie желаю, товарищи. Yeah, I'm not going to try that one again. It's above my pay grade. It's too hard for me. But hello to you, and I wish you good health as well. I hope you're doing well. I just finished my shift, and I'm going to catch the bus, but it's cold now, so I'll just listen. Oh, no worries. I understand. Typing when it's cold like that can be fairly difficult. Although I don't know the exact temperature, but I guess, depending on where you are in Russia exactly, it might be extremely cold, actually. And in general, whenever I think of Russia, I do think that it's colder than where I am. I am in France, so yeah, the temperature here is kind of cold, but I feel like in Russia it's probably even colder. So good luck to you on that front. I hope you get to catch the bus soon and you won't have to wait in the cold for too long. And I hope your shift went well. I hope it wasn't too tiring, hopefully. Now then, let me check. Is everything working fine? Yes, everything is working fine. I should stop worrying about things. Things are working fine as usual. They are always, well, perhaps not always working fine. If the chat wants to be there, thank you. I have a specific application. I have a specific software to monitor my chat because I have both Twitch chat and YouTube chat just in case. And that thing did not want to show up for some reason. Anyway, so today is not Tuesday, and yet yesterday was Tuesday, the day before that was Tuesday, every day is Tuesday this week because we are doing all things Tuesday related, apparently. And for those of you who may have been there towards the beginning of yesterday's stream, or even towards the middle of yesterday's stream, I lied. We are not going to do Bloney's story quest today. We are doing Tuesday's story quest. And for those of you who were there towards the end of yesterday's stream, then you know that I didn't lie. I just amended my previous statement later on because I realized that I could do Tuesday's story today. So we are going to do Tuesday's story. I am going to voice everything because you all know that you absolutely love my voice and you definitely think that I would be a perfect voice actor for Tuesday. Oh my god, even saying it makes me laugh because I can't say it with a serious face or anything like that because I know it's a blatant lie. Because first of all, once again, I will say it over and over, I am not a voice actor and I don't exactly have the feminine voice that Tuesday has, but I wanted to add more descriptors because she has a... It's kind of strange to describe Tuesday's voice. She is both somewhat caring and motherly in a way, but also extremely creepy and strange, and she just gives me Goosebumps. She's the type of person I do not want to hang out with. I think I would be extremely uncomfortable with her. But she's a lovely character. As a character, she's well written, she's interesting, and stuff like that. And I wish to know more about her, of course, because we've just finished the main story of the event, of 2.1's event. And by the way, we didn't get to really talk about the main story yesterday after the end of the story, because I wanted to end the stream fairly quickly, since I was very hungry and quite tired, to be honest. But the story itself was pretty good. I honestly enjoyed it quite a bit. Overall, I feel like we've had fun. We've had the goosebumps. We really had a cool and nice what do you call that? Horror type atmosphere. It was very reminiscent of the Nightmare at Green Lakes, and I absolutely loved that event. So this time around, I don't know if I got attached to the characters the way I got attached to, say, Jennifer, Jessica, or even Tooth Fairy. Yeah, I feel like maybe I've had some kind of a distance between the characters here. Although I will say, I love the fact that Vertin was front and center. I love the fact that we saw more of Lilia, because Lilia is always a lovely person to have. That's always a good thing to have her in a story. She always cracks me up, and she's an awesome character. And Tuesday, it's kind of hard to like her because she's not in the sense that she's a bad character. Once again, I said that she's a well-written character, she's interesting and all that. But as I said before, it's not a character I would hang out with. It's not a character that I would form an emotional connection with, because I feel like she would try to take advantage of this emotional connection, and she would extract my fears and then leave her baby to eat me, which is not exactly how I tend to end my days. I'd rather have a happy, long life, which I'm not entirely sure I'll get, but who knows? At least I can try. Except with her. I can't try anything with her because, well, you know how it ends. So yeah, Argus, I don't know if I'd say that I was into that character. I was into her in the sense that she's hot. Not gonna lie, she's very hot. I love her design. I have no other way of describing her other than she's hot, and that's cool. But as a character, she did not offer us much in terms of her personality. We did not get to see a whole lot. So I hope that will be fixed with her character story once it comes out. Who knows? I don't know if I'll do it on stream. That will depend on when it comes out and what else I have to do on stream and what I would rather do. So that has to wait, unfortunately. But yeah, Argus, we didn't really learn much about her other than the fact that she knew Kayla and that she knew a couple of people who died, I guess. Towards the end of the story, we learned about that, but it wasn't a whole lot. That being said, I liked the interactions between Argus and Vertin. I love the way Argus kept calling Vertin boss. I don't know why. It made me smile. It was funny. And at the end, Argus called Vertin a friend. I don't really know if we can consider ourselves friends yet, because they've been through something, I guess, but I don't know if the emotional connection between the two is really that strong, or rather strong enough to be called friendship. I guess that's, you can interpret it however you want, right? But Argus, I liked her. I did like her. The one thing I'll mention is that it kind of felt like the voice actress was kind of forcing the accent on Argus. I don't know if it's actually her original accent or not, and I am no expert whatsoever. I'm not even American, I'm not Texan, so don't quote me on anything I say. But that's how it felt to me. And it's not so much the actress herself, but more so the dialogue lines themselves. So I feel like, yeah, the dialogue lines pushed the actress to force a role onto Argus rather than it coming off naturally. That's the way she speaks, because we've heard other southern United States accents in the game, and more specifically in this story, such as the two people that Argus knew from the past that they died. The father who went to Detroit after his daughter, and the Mary, I think her name was, who died of something. I don't remember, even though it was yesterday. But yeah, we've heard other Texan accent, I guess, because they're supposed to be from Texas, and for some reason these guys sounded kind of natural to me, like it wasn't forced. Whereas Argus, sometimes it kind of felt forced. It didn't sound bad, like it didn't sound like I was trying to do a Texan accent, because I can't. It was good, but there was something, and it's very hard to describe what that something is. But overall, it was still nice. Like, this is really nitpicking, right? It's not like a major flaw or anything. It didn't take me out of the story or anything like that. So yeah, overall, I really enjoyed yesterday's story, and that is why I decided that today we do the Tuesday story quest, because we just finished the main quest, and so we can continue with Tuesday. Whereas doing Bloney's story quest doesn't really make sense, since Bloney has nothing to do with what we just did. So yeah, while I keep yapping, I will launch the game in the background, and once the game has loaded, I will show it to you, and we can start with doing our dailies as usual. I'll start by doing my dailies, and then we can start the actual story quest with Tuesday. I do wonder what it is going to show us. Is it going to show us what comes next, like the fact that she was taken in by the Foundation, that her so-called baby, does the baby have a name? Well, because she kept calling it a baby, but did she not ever give it a name? I wonder about that. But yeah, I wonder if what we're going to see is something about the present / the future, or if it is something about what do you call that, the past, like to maybe try and explain how Tuesday came to become Tuesday, because let's be honest, Tuesday is not exactly the most typical person in terms of personality and how she behaves, right? So maybe there is some kind of explanation as to how she got to where she is now, and maybe we can see that in the game. Speaking of the game has loaded, and you can see once again my beautiful Kakanya. Yes, I will say that every time you see Kakanya, because she is beautiful and she is my Kakanya. Let's see. About the weather, I live close to Moscow. Now -9 degrees. Oh god. In the weather forecast written, it feels like -16. Oh my god.
Utterly motionless.
And there was a very strong wind in the morning, but this is only the beginning of winter. Oh my god. That sounds awful. Here in France, we don't have -16s, at least not where I live. I'm in the Paris region, and we don't get -16s, and thank God we don't, because I really don't want to live there. Oh my god, but yeah. And this is just the beginning, as you said. And the worst part is the wind, I think. Because low temperature, even in the minus, you can you can survive, of course, but you can be okay with some cold temperatures. But the wind, in my opinion, the wind is the one thing that makes everything worse. That's the thing that really brings in the cold, and that's when you really feel the cold. Oh god. I wish you good luck. I hope you have a beanie and some gloves and a scarf to cover you up properly, so you won't have to suffer through that cold. And now then, what else am I to do here. I don't need stamina to do Tuesday story, so we will use all of our stamina right away. That way it will be done. And you can start accumulating once again. Oh, you know what? We might try to beat our previous record of 4 rounds. If we could do that, that would be lovely. The question is, what kind of team would I need to do that? I think that this team is still kind of good. Unless I go for this. This could be a thing. Because we could try and one-shot the second phase, but it would still require us 3 turns. Usually it takes me 3 turns to get Winsong's ultimate. Now, you know what? I'll retry with Lucy.
Let us have a fair fight.
Let us beat up a baby, because, well, apparently beating babies is our pastime here in this game. Anyway, so let's buff. No, we'll start with Semmelweis's buff, then
I know how to use
Kakania's, then we debuff, and then we attack. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of doing the exact same thing as I was yesterday, so I don't see how this is going to give us a better outcome. And the thing is, I don't know if... wait, I should be able to do this.
Loading.
There you go. This should kill, I think. But yeah, I don't know if Winsong's ultimate can last through the phases. Like, if I use Winsong's ultimate on the first phase, will she still attack when the second phase starts? That is something I don't actually know, unfortunately. I mean, I could test it out, but oh well. Oh god, the sound effects in this game. The sound effects are kind of terrifying.
That was certainly a choice.
Could I try and kill in one go? Do I have enough? No, I don't, unfortunately.
I hope you like a splash. Agreed.
Charging.
I will try to kill in one attack. Otherwise, this was a pointless run. But if at all possible, yes, I would like it to last for only 3 runs. That would be a tad bit better.
The light that illuminates all.
Oh god, no, it's not going to work one bit. Oh, never mind. Well, I'm not going to restart it. I'm going to just use the pre-recorded run, yesterday's run. But I will try again later, not on stream, because it will probably require me to try multiple times. Let's just spend our stamina, and then we can be off to Tuesday's story quest.
Oh, very well.
On other notes, while this is going, my sleep schedule is still as bad as usual, which is quite unfortunate. Which also means that I haven't had the chance to work on videos or stuff like that. So, yeah, my next Withering Waves video will have to wait for now. I'll still try to do my best, but it is what it is. And hello, Xerox. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And I guess you are indeed doing well since you got Nuvilet's weapon. Congratulations on that. It's a very good weapon. Well, I mean, it makes sense that it's a good weapon for him. But I feel like it's really a step up over other, you know, other what kind of weapon, 4-star weapons and stuff like that. It's a really good one. And I think you're going to have a lot of fun with Nuvilet. I know I have. It's really fun to just, you know, power wash everything and destroy everything inside with him.
Let us have a fair fight.
Usually our temperature varies in winter from -10 to -30. In some parts of the country it goes to -50. Oh my god. I'm not fond of the cold, so I think I could not live in Russia. That's definitely something I can be confident in saying. I could not live in Russia. Not with these temperatures.
Close your eyes. It will all be over soon.
You know, France is nice. It's right in the middle. Especially in the Paris region. You don't have extreme temperatures usually, but in the summer it can be anywhere from +10 to more or less 30 degrees. 30 degrees is starting to get hot, but it's livable, I suppose. Unless you are in your room with your computer, because trust me, when I spend my summers in my room with my computer and I'm playing games, the 30 degrees can suddenly become a hell of a lot more than 30 degrees. Which is quite unfortunate, but it is life. But yeah, 10 to 30 degrees, I feel like that's kind of ideal type of temperature to live in. But -10 to -30, that's not ideal one bit.
Trust me.
Until the torches.
I mean, I don't know about Moscow, but I know that in the region surrounding Paris, the closer you are to Paris, the warmer things are. The temperature, I mean. Just because of the pollution of having cars and stuff like that. And I know that the further away you go out of the city and towards the it's not provinces, but outside the city, then it gets progressively colder. I don't know if it's the same with Moscow. I guess it is, because Moscow is a big city, so it probably has some pollution. So maybe you should try and get closer to the pollution. That way it's a bit warmer for you. This is not the best advice I've ever given to someone, I guess, but it is a piece of advice. Oh boy. Now then, let's grab our rewards here. I can't use the reminiscence yet, right? Yeah, I have to do this. We'll do that tomorrow. Now then, let us start Bedtime Story. I don't know why I read it as Red Time Story, because that does not make sense. Bedtime Story. Through the keyhole, a glimpse of a fearful face. Tonight, the story continues. Right, and I saw this earlier because I went in game to grab a screenshot of this for my thumbnail on YouTube. Now, I saw this. I think they finally implemented testing out characters. So I will try this.
Hey, hello there.
But I do believe this is about trying characters out, which is great. I really wanted them to implement it, and now that we have it, I'm very happy. But I don't know how to play this team. Oh god. In the southern part of the summer, the temperature can be +40. Yeah, that starts to become too hot even for me. But yeah, around Paris, we get up to 38 sometimes when it's really, really hot, and hopefully it doesn't last for too long, because if it does, then I'll die. Anyway, the country is big. Yes. Isn't Russia maybe like the largest country in the world? In terms of square meter, well, not square meters, square kilometer in terms of area. I feel like Russia is probably at least one of, if not the biggest country in the world. What else do we have? We have Canada. Canada is pretty big. The US is pretty big as well. But other than that, yeah, I feel like Russia is probably among the top, and it is the biggest. Okay, yeah. So it makes sense. You could have very different types of temperature depending on where you are in the country. What is this? Debuff. Mass debuffs. Inflicts genesis damage taken plus 30% on all enemies for 2 rounds. Okay. And what is this one? It's another debuff. Inflicts 2 poison. I see. I guess we'll do the mass attack one.
I can hear it.
Yeah, we'll do it like that.
Be serious. Stay focused.
Oh, this talents!
I tripled the ingredients this time.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, with Tuesday, you want to stack as much poison as you can on the enemies. And as long as you have 2 stacks of poison, Jessica will do more damage, which is great. Which means that we are going to keep stacking poison. And I guess we'll focus on one dude at a time.
Be serious. Stay focused.
For now.
I tripled the ingredients this time. It's for your safety. Bolt of lightning.
Holy shit, I have never seen that many poison stacks on enemies before, I think.
Wound.
Okay, the damage is not bad, but it is rather slow. What is the enemy's Insight 3 level 1? Oh, that's not a whole lot, but let's see. We have more poison to come. No, you know what? Let's attack the other one because I think we are at max stacks on this one.
What's this?
More poison, more debuff, and wait. We should probably use that and that. Okay.
It seems to be mixed up.
Today is Friday the 13th, the most suitable for Tuesday's story. Yes,
A real
yes, it certainly is. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even consider it, but it is indeed. Which kind of frightens me. I don't know what to expect from Tuesday's story. This fight is going to take forever. Mass attack, poison. Yeah, sure. Let's use it. Still, let's get more poison in because why not? And I guess that will be it. Yeah, there you go.
Knock, knock.
I should probably get some other... Oh god. Oh, it's not as scary as I thought it would be. Her ultimate, I mean.
Oh, this lens.
You're waking it.
Ooh, wait, my Sotheby, it's not my Sotheby actually, but this Sotheby is probably going to do a hell of a lot of damage here with her ultimate. Yep. No, let's see, wait. Before we actually use Sotheby, I want to use Jessica, because Sotheby is going to wipe out all of the enemies' poison. So let's do it
I know
first.
what this is. That's Cradle.
If I knock out Tuesday, I think I'll make a team of Jay, Isolde, Sotheby, and Tuesday. I don't know if it will work.
This is
No
the gift
translator?
well prepared for you.
What did your I don't want to knock her out. I guess you meant that you wanted to remove her from the team. I understood what you meant, but yeah, don't knock her out. That would be mean. Poor Tuesday. I don't know if that team would work. Jay and Isolde, sure, because they are both burn units. And Sotheby and Tuesday, I mean, technically speaking, it could work. The only question I would have is this team going to be able to survive properly? I know that Jay provides shields and Sotheby provides some healing, but in all honesty, I have never been overly fond of Sotheby's healing. I always felt like it was not enough. Could she be helped thanks to Jay's shield to protect the team? That is something that I don't know. You would have to look at the numbers, and I don't know the numbers. So hopefully it will work for you. Now, let's see my favorite yandere, Jessica. And let's use more Jessica, actually, because I certainly love that little dear lady. No, this is not the debuff I wanted. This is the one, I think. Inflicts critical resistance minus 25%. Yes, perfect. Can we inflict it twice? Ah, this is not critical. Oh, yes, it is critical defense. Okay.
I can hear it.
Let's do that, and that. I feel like this is probably going to kill. And I don't know what to make of Tuesday as a character and poison teams. It's been a while since I've played a poison team.
have prepared it all.
Is that all the damage you did, Jessica? I am somewhat disappointed. Oh god, but the damage of the poison is there.
The curtain has fallen.
But I have the first team of Lucy, Kikanya, Tooth Fairy, and Mercury. They will definitely cope with everything. Yeah, whenever you have Lucy in a team, you're golden. If you have Kikanya with Lucy, you know that your Lucy is going to survive. And on top of that, you have Tooth Fairy, which means that, yeah, your team is unkillable and Lucy deals out a shit ton of damage. So you're fine. And Mercuria is there to buff. So yeah, that team is really good. I don't have Mercury. I do have Lucy, Kikanya, and Tooth Fairy, but my usual team is Lucy, Semmelweis, Kikanya, and Six. Is the fourth slot whenever I can have a fourth character. But I think Gutian could be a good pairing for Lucy, if I'm not mistaken. Otherwise, I don't really know who would go well with Lucy. And as for Kikanya, I believe if you have Kikanya P0, you can pair her with Vila, and that is an excellent combo, and basically your team will never die. I unfortunately did not get Vila. I'm very sad about that. So if I have to lose a 50-50, I would really like to lose a 50-50 to Vila. It's a pity the fairy doesn't fit well with Jay. She removes with her ult the burn from him. Right, yeah, she has a cleanse on her ultimate, and that's bad for Jay. If you... I mean, the only other healers that I can think of are Balloon Party, but her heals are not that great, to be honest. If not, there is Medicine Pocket. Medicine Pocket is a good healer. And Damage Mitigator, because she provides damage mitigation on top of the healing. Should I start playing Reverse 1999? I'm bored of playing only Genshin. Sure. I mean, I will always recommend people to play Reverse. In my opinion, Reverse is a great game. The story is intriguing, the characters are very well written, the music is beautiful, the visuals are beautiful. Like, in all honesty, I don't really have anything bad to say about Reverse. So if you are into, we've just been through a fight, but if you're into turn-based card RPG fights, I guess, is that how we're supposed to describe Reverse? What type of game is Reverse? Let me check online just to... how does the internet qualify Reverse in terms of game? It's a 20th century time travel strategic RPG. That's how they turn-based tactical role-playing video game. Okay, that's the best description of it. But yeah, everything so far has not disappointed for Reverse. So yeah, if you want to try a new game and you think you might be interested in this, give it a shot. The game is fairly generous. The rates of the characters on the banners are better than in Genshin. You don't have to pull for light cones or weapons. There is no weapon banner. The weapons are called Psycube in this game, and they are given to you for free through events. And you have signature Psycubes and stuff like that. I would call it a novel without a choice. That is true. It is very visual novel-like in terms of the way the story is presented, but you don't have a choice. You just have to go through the motion, and you should prepare yourself for a lot of depression, because many people in the community call Reverse 1999 Depression 1999, because this game is extremely sad. When you look at the backgrounds of all the characters and everything that happens to them, and even the main story of the game, there are many sad things. So do not expect Genshin's level of, just fun and games, because Genshin is mostly a light-hearted kind of story. I say mostly because there are some very dark things going on in Genshin, but usually you have to go through world quests to learn about the darker sides of Genshin. And on the main quest, the Natlan quest, for instance, is the one that kind of changed the things, because we have had many deaths in Natlan. Fontaine had a few deaths, important deaths, such as some of the characters, but like actual not NP. Well, they are NPCs, but still they are actual characters. But yeah, overall, I would still say that Genshin has a lighter side in terms of atmosphere, whereas Reverse is steeped in depression. And the characters are very well written. They all have some kind of psychological issue. But overall, if you like this type of thing, Reverse 1999 is a great game. And it deserves more recognition, in my opinion. Anyway, let us start a bedtime story, and the first stage is Welcome. Genshin have Dotori, my husband. Oh god, your husband is Dotori. Good luck with that. Although I guess nowadays you only have one Dotori, because he removed all of his other segments, so you're left with only one. But I feel like one may be too many, because I hope he won't experiment on you. Part 1, Welcome. I guess she's going to welcome us to her hotel, which is something that I'm afraid of. Thank you so much. I've been trying and trying, but no one was willing to give me a ride. Ah, this is how she traps people. I met another lady just now, but she seemed to be in a hurry, or maybe she was just wary of taking a stranger. Either way, it's understandable. Oh, is this Barbara? Is this how it went? Because we didn't see Barbara getting picked up by Tuesday. Ah, interesting. She called me Miss Sheep, but even a sheep could be dangerous on a long, desolate road like this. This little sheep follows close behind her companion, like a cloud skirting along the ground.
Miss Tuesday. That's your name, right?
Wait, we have voice acting now?
I think.
Never mind, we don't. Every time I get... I think we might have voice acting here, and no, we don't. Except for specific sentences. But it's kind of cool that they seem to have added more voice acting into these stories as well. Are you familiar with the area? I have a question about this path we're walking. Tuesday slows down to come side by side with Barbara.
Yes.
I surely am, Missy. It's a shortcut to the motel. Most prefer to follow the highway. I don't blame them for sticking to the main road. The rumors around Route 77 couldn't be more terrifying. Eerie sounds, sudden fog. Who knows what could happen on a muddy trail like this?
I remember.
Oh, that strange sound. I heard it on my way here. That's what scared off my driver. That explains why a child like you was standing by the road all alone. How cruel-hearted your driver is. It's dangerous out here. Even a local like me wouldn't wander the roads alone at night. The baby in her arms pushes against its swaddle. She quickly tucks it back in. Tuesday's cheeks flush red, perhaps from the effort of carrying the child in the Texas heat. Oh, miss, I'd be more than happy to hold the baby for a while, if you trust me to, that is.
Sweetheart.
Oh, don't you worry, dear. The little one just fell asleep. It'll make a fuss if we accidentally wake it up. I was at the pharmacy. I missed your answer. About what, though? My answer about Dottore being your husband? I hope things go well for you, and I hope he does not experiment on you, because from what I heard, Carley did not like the experiments. And shouldn't you be worried about whether you can trust me? Sorry? There you are on a deserted road, and up comes a friendly stranger who offers a place for you to stay the night. I claim to be a motel maid who just happened to be passing by, but why would a maid have a baby in her arms? You've come all this way with me, Missy, and now you're worried if I can trust you?
Have you heard this baby in my arms make a single sound? I could be cradling a butcher's knife, a monster, or the skull of that terrified driver, his eyes still wide with fear.
Oh my god, she says the creepiest things, and I cannot hold a candle to the voice actress, unfortunately. I will try to do my best, but please don't be harsh with my so-called voice acting. And I will put voice acting into quotation marks. I'll lie down under his hands myself, and the Tooth Fairy. Actually, I'm afraid of doctors. Wait, you're afraid of doctors, but your favorite characters are Dottore and Tooth Fairy? How come? How does that even work? Tuesday draws nearer, looking Barbara in the eye. The little sheep dares not look away. Her nose...
Look.
Oh, look. She raises her arm and sweeps Barbara's shoulder. And, well... Oopsie daisy. A gunshot echoes, and a flock of Game, would you please let me read the things? Let me go back and look at what I missed. The little sheep dares not look away. Her nose gives an involuntary twitch in fear. She raises her arm and sweeps Barbara's shoulders. A gunshot echoes and a flock of birds takes wing. Barbara's heart is pounding. Okay, we did not miss anything, or not much, but still. There's dirt on your clothes. Oh, and there are such nice clothes too. I'll clean them up for you when we get to the motel. She shakes her head apologetically. Thank you.
Regretfully.
I should be thanking you, dear. So many of my guests are running from the law or smuggling something. You're like a rose among the thorns. It was just making a little noise is all. I didn't mean to scare you. In fact, I went to the roadside to wait for a customer, but they never came. And my baby's been fussy lately. Won't sleep unless I hold it in my arms, so I took it along with me. Anyway, we are almost there, but do be careful outside alone in the future, won't you?
This way, please.
She is very strange. I don't know how to voice a strange character like that. I mean, I'm not a voice actor, as I said multiple times, so this is extremely difficult. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm glad you like it. I've put a lot of effort into running this place. Her face is pale with fatigue, but she still manages a grin. You see that sign? Barbara narrows her eyes as she tries to read it.
Tuesday's motel?
Barbara is hot, though. Sure. if you're into sheep-headed people, sure, I will not judge you, but I'm not overly fond of sheep-headed people. Although to be fair, Barbara is the only sheep-headed person I know. She's cute. I will call her cute. Art is another matter entirely, but you are entitled to your own opinion, of course.
Yes.
Yes, my mama used to run it. I took over after she fell sick. Wait, isn't that a lie? Because the baby created the hotel, and she said she found the baby. So how could Tuesday's mother be running a motel that does not exist yet because the baby has to make it? Unless I'm mistaken somehow. Tuesday pushes the door open as she speaks.
Welcome.
Are there any requirements for your room? I'm sure I can find one to suit your needs. Well, a quiet room with a little sunshine and a table for me to write at would be more than enough. Ah, I've got just the room for you. Could you wait here a moment? I just need to set down the baby and go check on the room. Then I'll come check you in, alright?
It's okay.
Sure, I'll just take a look around here, if that's okay. Of course. Make yourself comfortable. Tuesday strides away with swift, soft steps. Barbara, now alone, unclips her notebook from her chest. Seriously? The only note she has is bah, bah, like the sound a sheep makes. How the hell does she even understand what she's writing? With 2 letters, can you really make a language? Oh well. The notebook is in the shape of a heart, with a scarlet cover and white paper inside. It's a unique and delicate design. No, not this page. Not here either.
I remember.
Bonnet... Bonnet? That's a strange name. Bonnet definitely told me about her parents and their restaurant. It should be around... When was it we talked about that? The last time I saw her? Maybe near the back? But I haven't written much here. Probably with the amounts of A in each bear. I mean, at some point, given the sheer number of words, even just in the English language, you would run out. You would run into the problem where you would have a B with like 26 A's at the end. You know what I mean? Like the word would be way too long, I think. But who am I to judge a sheep-headed person's personal notes? I guess. This is a very strange sentence. Hi, hello. Oh, hello. Barbara jumps at this sudden greeting, her heartbeats quickening. She nervously clips her notebook back onto her chest and takes a deep, calming breath. Whoa. Oh, I guess Kayla is surprised by the sheep head and the sheep on top of the sheep head. That's kind of strange as well. This isn't the first time she's received a reaction like this. In fact, this one is rather tame. There is no need to be scared. I'm not an illusion or some kind of monster. It usually takes people a moment or two to get used to the way I look.
Wow.
Oh my! You must be one of those arcanists. And not just any old one either. The most special kind. If only the sheep on my farm could talk and walk like you. You just checked in today. Anything I can help you with?
Oh!
But I've got some jobs to do first. I'll catch up with you later, alright? Oh, I'm Kayla, by the way. You can call me Barbara. Pleasure to meet you, Miss Barbara. With a basket under her arm, Kayla walks briskly out of the motel. This place must be nice to have such energetic guests. We always provide the best service, despite the limited conditions. Barbara does not jump this time. She's becoming used to the sudden appearances of new figures. Thank you very much, Miss Tuesday. You walk really quietly.
Oh,
All part of the service I provide. You wouldn't want me stomping around the halls at night now, would you? Anyway, your room's ready. Please follow me. You must be tired coming in so late. Why don't you drop off your bags and take a rest? You can check in later. I trust you won't jump out the window to avoid paying me, right? Actually, based on my past interviews, it's more common for a guest to kill the owner. They take anything of value from the place and leave behind a messy, empty building. Oh god. Barbara is just as strange as Tuesday. Who says something like that? Yeah, no, it's more common for people to kill you, you know? Like, seriously.
I think.
Then the ghost of the owner haunts the motel, waiting for future guests to check in so they can tear them apart. At least that's how the stories go.
well, now aren't you a hoot? Talking of ghost stories in such a serious manner.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. I was just retelling the stories.
Sweet child.
Don't worry, Missy. I love these kinds of stories. Okay. A game, please stop moving the dialogue without me doing anything. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. I was just retelling the stories I'd recorded. That's the job of an editor, you see. Okay. Don't you worry, Missy. I love these kinds of stories. What would life be without a few ghost stories to keep things interesting? Your room's just at the end of the hallway. We provide one free meal of a sandwich and hot milk per day.
This is the room.
The door's unlocked. Go ahead and open it. Barbara steps forward and reaches for the door handle. It's a door like any other. It's painted a simple color and a little worn and rotting at the edges. Tuesday suddenly leans forward, staring at the wall between Barbara's door and the previous one.
What's going on?
The heck?
What is that, Bonnet?
Wait, where is Bonnet? Who is Bonnet? She turns to Tuesday, not realizing in her panic that she has blurted out the name Bonnet. How did they not notice it before? Right there, before Tuesday, stands the crimson door. Barbara moves closer to Tuesday, reaching to pull her away from it.
Stay away from that door. Whatever's behind it doesn't seem friendly. Wait!
The door creaks open. Tuesday puts her hand on Barbara's back. Barbara can't tell if she's trying to support her or push her in.
Child B.
What?
Yep, the Babadook is here, and it's her baby. And her baby is very noisy, I will say that much. I'm already not really fond of babies, but noisy ones are the worst. Velvet Heart. I guess poor Barbara didn't even get the chance to enjoy a single night of peace and rest at the hotel.
Did I trip?
No, you were pushed in, my dear Barbara. Not bleeding. Miss Tuesday? Good, she's still breathing. Doctors do say that people can faint from sudden shock. She cautiously checks Tuesday's condition, then stands up to look around the room. Fabric clings to the wall and ceiling, and envelopes the furniture like skin. The entire room is a rich, fleshy red. All except a small white crib in the center. It sits there like a bone jutting out from bloody flesh.
I think.
Is someone hiding in here? She clenches the Walkman in her hand. The feeling of its edges digging into her palm helps her keep calm. No, not yet. If my Walkman runs out of batteries now, I'll be in real trouble. Is there anything... The rumbling sounds seem to have been completely absorbed by the room. Now all she can hear is her nervous breathing and the heartbeat in her chest. Barbara squats down, attempting to find something useful. Just as she's about to give up, a tickle on her shoulder draws her attention. It's a spider. It crawls out from under her sleeve and comes to stop on her palm.
Oh?
Oh, hello, little guy. I didn't know I'd find you here too. Well, this makes things much easier. Could you do me a favor and have a look over there? Move lightly, okay? We don't want to get spotted. She holds her breath as she waits for the spider to reach the crib. So, I guess sheep-headed people can speak to spiders? Somehow? It climbs up the crib and disappears into the fabric. Oh, it seems our Missy has a little secret. Barbara is so focused on the spider that she doesn't notice that Tuesday has opened her eyes. The classic story of the ghost mother should be horrifying enough. Could it be that... The spider hangs down at the edge of the crib, swinging from its web. Neither one notices that Tuesday has closed her eyes again.
Fine.
I see. Guess this place is safe for now. The spider crawls into the corner of the room. Barbara makes to follow it.
Oh?
You're awake. Don't you know that? Did you know?
Mama,
do you know that?
Please.
God damn it. Can't even read properly. Mama? Did you know that this motel used to be a restaurant? My God, why can't I say the did you know? Why do I stutter so much on that specific part? And wait, how do you know that this thing is or was a restaurant? Oh. Barbara sits down next to Tuesday and gently tucks her hair behind her ear. Tuesday murmurs, seemingly sound asleep. Her face looks almost serene, even in the eerie scarlet room.
Not so fast.
So is Tuesday
Not
trying
so
to
fast. You'll get dirt on your clothes.
play a role? Oh, I guess
It's okay.
Burnett is actually a separate character. I thought for a second that Burnett might be the name of the little sheep standing on Barbara's head, but I guess I was wrong. So, no. Burnett is just another woman entirely. We're in a hurry. A little dirt is the least of our worries. As soon as this interview's over, we need to follow the wind to a safe place. I wish Attu would find a stable shelter so we didn't have to change locations all the time. I always hear people moaning about losing precious documents during the move. At least they didn't lose themselves. I was hoping to take you to my parents' restaurant, since it's so rare that we're here in Texas, but since we are in a rush, we can go next time. Although, will there be a next time? Tuesday at 65 pity after Isolde on 60. These characters like to make you wait, eh? I understand. It can be frustrating, but at least I feel like the pity in general is better in reverse than it is in other games, because you only have to get to 80 in order to get the character. 80 or is it 70? I don't even remember. But still, 65 and 60 is kind of a hard pity for this game, so you are very unlucky, I'm afraid. What's wrong? It's nothing special, just a regular family restaurant. Don't tell me you've got caught up in those fancy places the Attu folks always go to. You know I'm not. Barbara tilts her head as she tries to capture every detail in the wind.
I think.
It'll take another half day for the wind's trajectory to become clear. Is that enough time for us to have a meal? Ah. It's still a little rushed. I'll make sure we have enough time to enjoy a dinner together next time. Who the hell is Burnett?
I lost you to a place where the wind can't go.
Reverse is 70, but one pull is 180 drops. Yeah. The pulls themselves cost a tad bit more than in other games, but at the same time, I feel like the game is generous enough in terms of giving us clear drops. I do spend on the monthly pass. The one that gives you daily drops. But other than that, I used to buy the battle pass once upon a time. I used to do that, but nowadays I no longer do it. The only reason I did is because I wanted the resources faster so I could build my characters, but nowadays my characters are all built and I have plenty of resources, so I no longer need it. But yeah, even with just the monthly pass, honestly, I pretty much managed to get whatever character I want because I save enough. So I feel like it's really good in terms of that. Except for Vila. Vila is the only character I didn't manage to get. But it's because I wanted to keep the guarantee for Winsong. But, well, it is what it is, you know. So yeah, 70. So if you got Tuesday at 65, you were definitely at hard pity. Well. Hopefully your next pulls will go better.
Until today.
Especially if you intend to pull for Anjonala, because she's the next limited 6-star character that will come out in the next match, though. Research has shown that the companionship of animals with soft fur and a mild temper can help soothe emotions. And I will take care of that. There we go. The current situation further proves this statement. In the company of the little lamb, Tuesday's breathing gradually slows down.
Are you reliving lost memories in your dreams? Or is it just a coincidence? Are you still you?
What kind of question is that? Are you still you? She reaches out to Tuesday. Sheep are often considered the symbol of good sleep. They can lull people to slumber and bring them good dreams. Yeah, no, I can tell you it does not work on me, unfortunately. So sorry, Barbara, but even counting you and all of your family does not help me sleep. But Barbara can do more than just this. 1, 2, 3. Like sheep jumping over a fence, she can leap into a person's dreams. She and her sheep mother used to frolic together in each other's dreams. You see, this power runs in her blood. Ah, I see. So that is her arcanist sheep mother, I guess. I would buy, but BP is expensive for us. Moreover, a monthly thing in Genshin, and here it's already not a little. Oh, I see. Yeah, the prices differ a bit between regions. So yeah, depending on where you are, it can get expensive, and then it also depends on your situation. But yeah, understandable. I do buy the BP in Genshin, in Honkai, and in Wuthering Waves. So at the end of the day, I'm spending quite a bit of money on my gacha games. So any game where I don't have to pay anything, I am happy with. But I do like buying the monthly pass for reverse, just as a kind of a little support, you know, that I'm trying to help the game devs. I know one monthly pass is nothing, but you know, it's a small way of showing appreciation for the game, because at the end of the game is run by a company, and the company needs money. If I can afford it, I do it. If I can't, then don't. That's the only thing. You should just be careful with how you spend your money. If you can't afford to spend on gacha games, just don't. Although, it's easier said than done. I know that some people just have the urge of spending. I've had the urge of spending from time to time, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you have to be careful with that. She used this power to learn more about her human mother and won herself a job as an UTU editor. I keep wanting to say UTTU because that's how I've always pronounced it in my head. And now she's using it to find her long-lost friend. Okay, so Bonnet is a friend. The heck? Oh, I did it. I'm in Tuesday's dream. The key to her dream must be up ahead. I'd better take a look. Chase Tuesday. Even in her dreams, she seems to follow the biological instinct to flee. I have to think of a way to catch up to her. Really don't have a way to... Well, I guess I just continue. I see. I can... Oh, wait. Huh. This won't do at all. I need to look around for something that can help with this. Ah, right. So... Yeah, this is not working for me, is it? What is this thing? Lamp? Yeah, I was looking at the lamp, but I can't do anything with it. Or so it seems. Ah, okay. She has changed trajectories. But this still does not help me. Aha! What? Didn't... Oh my god, she's so annoying! Oh no! I think I have to try and corner her. Ah, shit. I was trying to get her into the corner with the lamp so she couldn't move, but I think I messed up. Let me try to put her against the lamp again. Okay. Now, if I go here, she's going to go here. And if I go here, she's going to go there. Uh-huh. Let's see, yep. Ah, no, this is... Oh, God. I did the same stupid thing. Okay, there we go. Ah, wait. Well, I'm still at... What is this? The door is shut tightly and can't be budged. Yeah, sure. Huh. Let's reset it just to try and... Oh, I have to... Oh, God. Yeah. I know how it works here. Well, I don't know how to actually proceed, but... that part at least is easy enough. What if you use the chair in the square corner? Like putting it all the way up there? Wait, no. This is what I wanted to do. No. Ah. The donut thing. The donut thing is here. Ah, you wanted me to try and put... Oh, I can grab onto the chair. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, but how does that help me? Because I can't push her. This won't do, apparently. Wait, this worked. Oh, this worked. Congratulations. Those, you had the right idea. And thank you for the idea. It worked really well. Still in the motel? This place must mean a lot to her. But... she stops at the figure before her. It takes a few seconds for her to recognize its face.
It's Tuesday. She's slumped on the floor, cold and breathless. Her life has been taken by an inexplicable being. A typical horror story scene.
And as usual, Barbara is completely unfazed.
I think...
Oh, I thought she was going to continue speaking, but no. Although, to be fair, in this one, she knows she's in a dream. She entered Tuesday's dream, so maybe that's why she's unfazed. Judging from the direction she's facing, she was trying to leave the room to get help. Clearly, she failed. Every door in the hallway is tightly shut, and they all look exactly the same. There is no sign of the crimson velvet door. Ah. A door... Ah, shit, I didn't have time to read what was written. But I guess there is an open door, so I might as well try and get to that. What if she fell asleep and she's dreaming of being in her dream? Oh god, are we getting into Inception territory here? I mean, it could be that you're right, because we know that the baby, it can create hallucinations for people, and then somehow Tuesday can appear in those hallucinations and try to manipulate the person into becoming afraid, and then she feeds off of that fear somehow. So you could be right. Ah, wait, why are there two of them? Which Tuesday am I supposed to chase down? No. There we go. Okay, one Tuesday down. And we need to catch one more. Oh, I see. Well, I'll grab the chair and keep moving with the chair. shoot, my movements are limited. Ah, I can't push this chair back now. Oh, yes, I can. Up. Wait, no. Whoa. Go there. Yes, take the chair. Ah, of course. But what am I supposed to do with that chair now? I think I may or may not have messed up. Probably did. I'm trying to corner her just like we did with the other one. I don't think it's going to work though. Get her in the 1 square line and block second way with chair. 1 square line. Yeah, I see what you mean. So grab that. Oh god. Grab that. Wait, can I not go back? Oh, don't tell me I blocked the chair. I think I blocked the chair. Let me go back the other way to see if I can undo my mistake, but oh wait, I can undo my mistake. Ah boy, this is going to take a while. Okay. Yep. Never mind. I'll grab the chair, move back. No. Get off the chair. God damn it. Move that way. There. And then I think I can take the chair all the way back here. Hopefully. Yes, I can. Great. Sure. Yep. There. Okay. And we're good. We have blocked the path. But was that complicated? Okay. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much for the advice once again. It worked. 1 Tuesday, 2 Tuesday, 3 Tuesday, cardiac arrest from fear.
There are ghosts in the mirrors and weeping shadows lurking in the corners. When you turn on the tap, blood pours out.
Oh, blood. You. Not great. She has the strangest of dreams. I mean... Oh, right, no, I was thinking... Close, I think you're right. We are dreaming that... Well, Barbara is actually in... dreaming that she's dreaming of Tuesday's dream. Because earlier when... when Tuesday woke up, she said whatever kind of... what do you call that? Whatever kind of story, she was talking about a specific type of horror story, and she said this story will do. So I think this is all something that Tuesday has set up for Barbara. I think you're right on that front. And I think we might have a cardiac arrest at some point. You're right as well. I will make it. I promise you I will try, or I will succeed in pronouncing your name right at some point, one day. Can't tell you when, though. A classic crime scene. The washroom is the most common place for motel victims to be killed. Predicting lore without playing the game. Once you've heard or read enough stories, you start to get how the stories are supposed to go. Maybe she came here to fix her uniform? Or she was checking on a guest's complaint? Either way, it did not end well. She carefully steps over the body on the ground and returns to the hallway. Time to go to the motel entrance. Horror stories always start the moment you step into the place. On her way down the stairs, she hears the sound of a door closing. It's quiet, but her ears are sensitive. She makes her way to the source of the sound. Was that supposed to be a jump scare? Some kind of jump scare, I guess? Oh god. It's not a jump scare, it's a door scare. Oh shit, I didn't read what was written. Nothing was written. Good. I think I am hallucinating. If I find that closed door, maybe I'll discover something. Yes. There you have it. This is the door, right? Yes. This is the... Well, there, she said it herself. This is the door.
Hello? Anyone in there?
No answer. She peers through the keyhole. Empty. There doesn't seem to be any place that someone could hide either. Unless they're just out of her sight, pressed low against the door, nothing but a thin piece of wood between them. She changes her angle, getting on tiptoes to try and gain a better view of the something. The room, I guess, probably. Ah, another Dead Tuesday. Well, Jacques, you were right. There is another Tuesday, so we are now at 3 Tuesdays spotted. Then Tuesday turns out to be another Dottore clone, and this hotel was one of his big experiments. But we are in a samsara, you're right. And we are going to repeat it 168 times. So we have to find 168 Tuesdays. God damn, this stream is going to be long. There's one in here too. She stumbles backward, and her eyes fall upon the shadowy stairwell to her right. The steps disappear into total darkness. Barbara shudders. Will Tuesday be waiting in the shadows? Or at the front desk? What's hiding in the silent darkness? It's just a dream. Is it though? Is it just a dream? Head to the motel front desk. Apparently this is the front desk. Somehow. Oh god. 2 Tuesdays to find. Chase down Tuesday. Aha! I can't go back. Interesting. Oh wait, can I... no, I can't move these things. Any Genshin stream soon? 1 story quest, building character wouldn't hurt. Well, pretty much all of the characters I want to build are built. I'm waiting for Mahuika. She's going to be the next character I'm going to build. At the moment, I don't really know. Maybe next week, because today we are doing this Tuesday story. Tomorrow we'll do more reverse with Bloney story quest. But next week we might go back to Genshin with... the only things I have left to do in Genshin are the story quests for Sino, Emily, and Siegeween. Because I was not really interested in doing them at first, but I do want to do them at some point, so we might do that next week. Unless I see something else I want to do. In reverse, I don't think... I think this week will be just reverse, but overall... I think we'll go back to Genshin at some point. Well, we are going to get back to Genshin at some point, that's for sure. January 1st, we are going to go back to Genshin. That's a certainty. 1 left, yes. But before that, we'll probably go back at some point. Let me think. There is nothing more with Wuthering Waves, I think. There is nothing more to do in Honkai Star Rail. So yeah, no, I think we might just... yeah, stay there, please. I think I should be able to move... never mind. There you go. This is enough. And now I should be able to block her path and get there. So yeah, we'll probably do some Genshin next
I've
week.
never known anyone to dream so calmly about their own death.
Actually, yeah. Unless something changes, which it could. Not gonna lie, because it really depends on what I find out later on. You know. Another Tuesday. Yes, we are at 4 Tuesdays now. But I think maybe we can do one character quest in Genshin for the first 3 days of the week, like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And Saturday, I will do another all the endgames type of stream where I do all the endgames, because we've had a reset for Apocalyptic Shadows. We have a reset for that's it, Apocalyptic Shadows. Right? No, we have also a reset for Wuthering Waves. And we'll have a reset for Spiral Abyss and Reverse on the 16th. But I'm not going to do that on the 16th because the 16th is Sunday, I think. So never mind, it's Monday and I don't stream on Monday. So yeah, that is probably how we are going to program next week. But changes can happen. I will warn you about that. Changes can happen depending on how I'm feeling also. There is that. I've never known anyone to dream so calmly about their own death. Yeah.
No one knows what happens after we die. People are as terrified of death.
This is so strange. Why would she start, say the first part of the sentence but not the last? As they are intrigued by it. What is reverse even about? I mean, like, Genshin is about finding your sister. It's complicated, but the gist of it is, in 1999, on December 31st, 1999, instead of going to January 1st, 2000, time started to reverse. Although reverse is not the exact word, but there was a phenomenon that day called the storm, and that storm brought a reversal of time, and time started working strangely. And instead of going from 1999 to 2000, they went back to I don't remember the exact date, but let's say 1960. I think that's not the first storm actually, but never mind that. They went back to 1960, and then the storm hit in 1960, and they went to 1990. So the storm does not just go back in time, it just messes up with time. And the thing is, every time the storm hits, people die because they are not immune to the storm, because the gist of it is that they get reversed, and as far as we know, getting reversed kills you. So that's the main plot in a way, and you play as Vertin, who is the main character of the game. Vertin is a timekeeper of sorts. That is what she's called. She works for a place called the Foundation. And in this game, you have arcanists, who are basically magic users, and what do you call that? And humans who don't use magic, or in this case, they call it arcane powers. And Vertin is an arcanist, and the Foundation is a place where they gather up arcanists, basically. And her role and your goal is to investigate the storm, understand why it happened, how it's happening, and stuff like that. On the other hand, you have another group called the Manus Vindictae, and they are the main antagonists of the game. These guys try to change the events, because basically imagine you were alive and well, you did your thing in 1999, but then the storm reversed back to 1960, but you know what is going to happen in 1960. Well, the guys at Manus Vindictae, they try to make it happen either faster, or they try to change history, which somehow brings the storm faster than it should. So yeah, these guys are the antagonists, and you are investigating the storm. That's more or less how I would describe it, I think. I don't think I missed any important plot points, without getting into spoilers, obviously. I wanted to say something of what reverse is, but I realized that it would be a big spoiler. Yeah, I was trying to avoid spoilers by while giving him a summary of what the game is. It's basically kind of an investigation while fighting bad guys. Kind of. With magic. And sad stories. That would be the one sentence summary I could give you. Once again, she's greeted with Tuesday's cold and lifeless body. How many times have they met this way? Barbara steps closer and closer to the body, as if allured by it. But before she... Is that singing? Why does the game do this? The skipping of the lines. That's the one. Okay, earlier I told you that I had no gripes with reverse. The only bad thing I have to say about reverse is that sometimes it moves along the dialogue lines on its own, even though I don't have the automatic thing on, and that pisses me off because I like to take my time to read things. Lullaby.
Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all.
Oh. You're awake, my sweet child. I am terribly sorry about all this. Are you all right? I'm okay. She struggles to sit up from Tuesday's lap, realizing her headphones are no longer in her ears. She hastily puts them back in. Only when the familiar country music plays does the itch in her throat begin to soothe. Oh right, we read about that yesterday. She has a lung infection, and country music somehow helps with a lung infection. Don't ask me how that works. She needs to make a fit with the tooth fairy. Oh, a feat featuring. They could, oh yeah, they could definitely sing together. They both have a very creepy way of singing their songs. That would be interesting. I would love for Bluepoch to do that. When did you wake up? What happened in this room?
Do you know a girl named Bonette?
Oh, and by the way, I just realized that, yeah, the country music, the earphone, I was wondering why she had those, but now I understand. It's because she's trying not to cough. Okay. But wait, if she's constantly listening to country music, can she actually hear what you're talking about with her, like what you're saying? Apparently yes, but oh well. My, you're like a little question machine up and running again. Bonette, a very sweet name, but it does not ring a bell. Did you hear about Bennett? Way too much. This boy has been there in Genshin from 1.0, and he's still one of the best support characters, so you can't go one single day without using Bennett. Well, technically you can. I don't play Bennett actually in my day-to-day things, but usually in the Abyss or in Imaginarium Theater, when you get pyro characters, you will use Bennett. Bennett is everywhere. And then Isolde suddenly in the chorus. Oh, that's actually a great idea. I mean, she is an opera singer, so that's actually a very good idea. Oh, they could definitely make a music band of girls. Oh, we can add, what's her name? Voyager. she plays the violin, right? So she could play the violin while the girls are singing. Who else do we have that plays music instruments? I don't actually remember other people, but there could be others. I don't have Bennett, bro. Shepperdess is my Bennett. Fair enough. But Shepperdess does not exactly replace Bennett. She does something kind of different in a way. The closest thing I can think of that could replace Bennett is Kujo-Sara. She does give an attack buff the same way he does, except hers is not as big as his, and it's kind of annoying to get her buff, because technically speaking, at C0 Sara, you have to use her skill to get the buff, I think. But at C2, you can just use her ultimate and that you get that. But yeah, I'd say Kujo-Sara is closer to Bennett in terms of functionality, but Shepperdess is a great character. When you are playing Overloaded, that's great. The only problem is you have to play Overloaded. You can't do anything else. Lorelei, yeah, I do believe she sings. And Miss Radio, yes, of course, Miss Radio. I guess Miss Radio is the one who is broadcasting this. Is Sonnet guaranteed? I guess you're talking about Sonetto in reverse. Yes, she is. She should be your first character. She is guaranteed in the first 10 pull, I think. And you will also get more copies of her without pulling. Just by playing the game will give you all the copies, I think. I believe we have all of the copies now. But yeah, you should be getting a Sonetto. And I don't know if there are other free characters that you can claim now. There were other characters that we got for free. At the launch of the game, we got a Matilda. Through an event last patch, we got Semmelweis, but I don't know if you can claim them now. So that, I'm afraid you will have to just see. But getting characters in this game, honestly, it's really not that hard. You can save fairly quickly, in my opinion. I did not read that line, right? Okay. As for the room, what could happen in such a safe and quiet place? You can go ahead and rest here until you're fully recovered. Although,
Regretfully,
I must apologize. There is no desk here. After all, we're just a small motel in the country. Our facilities are rather limited. And I need to apologize for the coming accusation. What you're doing to me now is called false imprisonment.
oh,
Ouch. I took good care of you when you passed out and made sure you had sweet dreams. How could you accuse me of something like that? Tuesday lowers her head to fix the hem of her skirt. It seems to be a habitual action. That was a nightmare, not a dream. All the more reason to get some proper rest, don't you think? In fact, I envy children like you. I never dream, you see. But wasn't that your dream? Tuesday does not answer her muttered words. Well, I enjoyed our little chat, but I've got work to do. I should get back to the highway to greet that guest. And I'd better buy some groceries while I'm out, too. Got to make sure I have enough food for your meal later, don't I, little one? Please, wait. I have one last question. She points at the crib in the center of the room. This room doesn't seem like a nursery at all. The crib's empty and you're not carrying that baby in your arms right now. So
that really isn't a baby in your arms. What is it then? A corpse? Or a ghost?
No. Oh, and Regulus? Oh, right. Oh, you were talking about the the music people in the game. Yes, Regulus is a DJ after all. Is Balloon Party good? Just got her too, lol. Yes, Balloon Party is a good healer for the beginning of the game. Early game, Balloon Party is very useful. I used her quite a lot in the beginning. Eventually, you will get better healers. The best healers at the moment are Tooth Fairy and Vila, I believe. But you also have a strong contender with Medicine Pocket, for instance. These are some of the best healers in the game, but Balloon Party certainly does the trick, at least in early game. When I first arrived, someone mentioned a disappearance here.
I think.
There are too many weird things happening here. Your baby, missing guests, bizarre rooms. She wants to ask what's next.
You're a sharp one. I like you. Most people are afraid to even ask, you see.
Her cheeks flush again. Somehow, it doesn't bring any sense of vigor or health to her face. Instead, it adds a fragile tone to her pale skin. She looks like a silver table knife that could bend at any time.
Oh, you've broken my heart.
Aw, poor Tuesday has her heart broken. Now I have a Balloon Party. Something fun. Rabies, TTT, and John Tyler. Any character I should use. Balloon Party you should definitely use. She's going to be useful in the beginning. Sonetto as well. And the convenient thing is that both Sonetto and Balloon Party are mineral afflatus. Moisson. Why would my chat censor Moisson? I'm sorry, I'm just genuinely I don't know why it would censor it. Sorry about that. That's strange. What the? I never mind. I don't want to know. Never mind that. As for the others, I've never used Moisson, Rabies, TTT, or John Titer, so I couldn't tell you much about them. But in all honesty, most characters are usable in one way, shape, or form, especially in the beginning of the game. As for right now, I'd say at least Balloon Party and Sonetto, that's for sure. The rest, maybe wait a bit until you get other characters. Because Moisson, Rabies, TTT, and John Titer are not exactly the best characters as far as I know. As I said, you can use them if you want to, if you really like the character. Every character is usable in this game, but if you're really into min-maxing and stuff like that, these characters are not the best. Maybe because I used a dot and they thought I wanted to use some weird links. Ah, okay, I understand. Yeah, I do have links banned. As you saw earlier, maybe we had another bot with best views to buy or whatever, and they always post a link. So since I get some of those, not frequently, but I did get 2 yesterday and 1 today, I decided to just blanket ban all links, and if you want to send me a link, you can either DM it to me or you can send it to me via Discord, for instance.
But
I'll answer your question. You can't just punish your children every time they make a mistake. Because one day they'll get used to it, and it won't frighten them anymore. The truth is, the baby in the swaddling cloth is my youngest and most beloved child. It does not want to see you. Gets jealous, you see. That's why it's best to separate you two. As she says this, she makes her way to the door and closes it with a gentle click. I suppose that answer will have to do. Well, interviews rarely go as planned now, do they? She checks around the room, trying to find her spider friend. She squints as she tries to spot the little thing, The good news is she has plenty of time to search. The bad news is her friend seems to be gone. Alright, why don't I review the information I have so far? Are Tuesday and Burnett the same person? Wait, what? I thought Burnett was your friend. How did she become Tuesday? The current answer seems to be no. Okay, never mind. But I still have some reservations. Next, the secret of this motel. She turns to the next page. My arcane skill only takes effect when I touch someone who's dreaming. When I entered that dream, I had one hand on Tuesday and the other on the floor.
I think.
And she just said she never dreams, so... So she entered the baby's dream, I guess?
Oh, my sweet child.
Ah, my sweet child. Have you figured it out? Then maybe it was the dream of a ghost? The ghost of someone who died in this motel? She sighs in disappointment and steps away from the keyhole. Silly child. As if agreeing with her, the other doors in the hallway open and close synchronously?
Hey.
Quiet now. We have guests. The door beside her opens and spits out a spider. Leave them. She could use a few spiders to keep her company. You've done well, little one. You can come with me. She disappears into the dark hallway. To be continued. What about Matilda? Matilda is a good DPS. Now, once again, these are all starter characters, I'd say, like the characters that you can use early on. Let me quickly show you. Even my Matilda was kind of built at some point. Where is she? Yeah, as you can see, my Matilda is level 40 because I started building her while I was starting the game, right? Same thing with Apple. Lesource is a good healer as well. I completely forgot about her. Sorry, Lesource. And then you will see that there are characters like Door and maybe Miss Radio as well. Character that the game forces you to build. And don't worry, when the game forces you to build them, it will give you back the resources you poured into them. Right? When you do a specific challenge, it might ask you to build some characters. Build them without an issue. They will reimburse you the resources, if I remember correctly. And the characters themselves are usable. But yeah, Matilda is a good DPS at the start. I used to use her. So you've got these three, basically. Yeah, that should set you up for the start at the very least. Getting back here. And Silent Night, stage 4. So, our sweet, silly little sheep girl still couldn't figure out what was going on. It's far more interesting than a simple motel murder. The truth is, well...
This is how the story started.
Oh, are we going back to the never mind, we're going back to the puzzle. This is the haunted motel everyone's been talking about. It doesn't seem all that scary. Let's take a look around. Wait, so the motel was a motel before she found the baby? Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, is this Tuesday but with long hair? I love it. I'm guessing this is Tuesday. She has the same eyes and same hair color. I heard you're looking for a new maid. No reply. The girl walks to the front desk. Oh, it is Tuesday when she started working here. A blank application form is lying on it. Name? This should do. Tuesday. Tuesday sounds like a criminal alias, but more friendly. What the What? Oh my god, that is strange. The name of the girl who ran away from home and broke into a haunted hotel. So I guess Tuesday is not her real name, strangely enough. I mean, I kind of figured that one out already, but now we know that she's the one who gave herself the name. My headcanon, Barbara talks like a sheep, but she just has a special arcane skill so that she can be heard as a human. Oh, kind of like Pickles. You know, Pickles has this little machine. I think it was Apple who made the machine for Pickles so Pickles could speak. So I guess something like that, probably. Watch out, there's a man-eating monster hiding in this motel. It's always been by your side. Really? The handwriting on the paper is a mess, but you can sense the intense fear that it was written with. Can I move, please? Thank you. Can I watch the TV? The old TV shows only static, flickering constantly. Who turned on the TV? Okay, well, I guess that was it. Let's go to the second floor. I was trying to look where I was, but I'm all the way down here. Maybe I should check the rooms. There might be someone staying here. So wait, she was here to apply for a job. And the door is tightly shut. After knocking, faint laughter comes out from the inside. And there was no one in, and yet she just started working nonetheless. I mean, I guess maybe the application was left by the baby, or so-called baby. And the door is tightly shut. After knocking, faint sobbing comes out from the inside. Okay, so we have one sobbing guest and one laughing guest. The door is tightly shut. A faint whispers. Okay. The doors in the hallway won't open. Maybe I should check back to the front desk. Can I just click? No, I have to click many times to get all the way back here. Wait, what? Excuse me? Can anyone help me? I'm hungry and tired. Hello? I'm here for the job. I filled out the form downstairs. There is no sound but the echo of her own voice. She knocks on every door, but not a single one opens. Boring. A small noise grabs her attention. She looks around. Not in shock or surprise, but in a kind of curious glee. I guess this is the first time she's met the baby. Standing in front of the source of the sound, she bends over to look through the keyhole. Ah yes, the baby. Screams pour out of the doorways and into the hallway. They quickly merge into something. Oh, do you need something? How can I help you? My apologies for the noise. I didn't mean to inconvenience you. I guess she was certainly not scared of that strange baby. Oh my, what a warm welcome. These must be those so-called man-eating monsters. They are too fast. Perhaps going to the front desk isn't the best idea. Maybe I can use objects to block their path. can't block him. Ah. Okay. Whew. We made it. Oh, a door just appeared. Is this a welcome ceremony or a clumsily laid trap? Wait, what? No, go to the door, please. Don't get eaten. Escape from the monster. There is a monster here. The heck am I supposed to do against that? You're saying the baby is so funny every time. Well, I don't know what else to call it. Oh, shoot. I am dead, yep. I return to the crossroad, please. Grab that, move that. But yeah, I don't know what else to call the baby. Uh-huh. Oh, seriously? Okay, we made it. I think. I hope. But yeah, she never named the baby. I'm disappointed in that. I wanted the baby to have a name. She stops. Oh, how generous. There is a room for me already. A door has appeared beside her, red as a fresh cut. She opens it. What a beautiful place. It's like I'm in a beating heart. Too bad I can't feel your rhythm in my hand. But I can touch you. Oh, is it me who's trembling? Or you? You can always call it failure. I mean, it fails at being a baby, but it does not fail at being a horror villain, I suppose. I mean, it sounds not like the baby, but the baby. Not sure what you mean by that. The baby with evil-looking emojis. And I feel like the baby is still better than calling it failure. Failure is kind of mean, you know? You're sad. You're sad because I didn't get your what you meant. I'm sorry. She caresses the floor, occasionally pulling and twisting the fabric in her amusement. The stories of the disappearances have spread pretty far. Some... Oh, never mind, she's reading that. This is not the narrator's voice I should take. The stories of the disappearances have spread pretty far. Some say that there is a gang around these parts. Others say a bear or some other wild animal. I've even heard stories about a killer clown and a murderer in a bunny suit. No one dares to go out at night anymore, especially young lovers. Doesn't matter how beautiful the moon is. And despite all these stories, no one has ever stopped to think that the motel itself could be the culprit. Is it because the thought has never even come to their minds? Or that it seemed too ridiculous to be possible? She stands up, releasing the fabric from her palm. Just keep calling it that. But there is an option like hotel. Oh right, I could call the baby the motel or the hotel. I believe you're right. In the investigation reports that we read yesterday, the Foundation decided to call the baby the motel. But out of respect for Tuesday, and since she's calling it her baby, I will keep calling it the baby. The answer is simple. They're afraid. Just like you're afraid of me right now.
Oh, my sweet child.
I know exactly what your fear is. You're like a child holding his breath in his room and starving, and I can't read the rest. He's staring at the crack beneath the door. The light from the hallway always shone here. What's blocking it? Who's out there? The wall and floor press tightly against one another, producing a sound akin to grinding teeth. Daddy? Mama? Is that you, older brother? Are you here to kiss me goodnight? The door stays silent, and the crack stays dark. His mind races as he tries to make sense of what's happening. Maybe it's a rat, or a kitty cat that hopped in through the hallway window. Oh. Bang. A window slams again. Oh my god, game. Why? Why do you keep doing that to me? Finally, the light returns beneath the doorway, and in the dim light, he realizes he made a mistake. Ah shit, that was Tuesday. Whatever it is, it isn't it's in his room. What? Gusts of wind surround her in a fearful, painful howl. Yes, fear often comes from the loss of control, from the unknown.
But
Or a child facing all that with nothing but a blanket to defend himself. He spent that night with his eyes wide open, but once the morning light came, there was nothing but... She hears footsteps coming toward her. But that coat wasn't his, nor was it any of his family's. Who left the coat on his bedroom floor? He still wonders to this day. Intriguing. I can tell that you're still a child yourself, needing care and companionship. Maybe you could use a maid to tell you bedtime stories and a friend to spread fear for you. What do you say? A cool, soft touch climbs up her pinky finger. With a few tweaks, the story could be quite different. The child comes home late, enters his room, and before he can turn on the light, feels two eyes staring at him. Both are terrified. Neither one dares look away. Their two worlds have somehow collided. She recognizes what's gripping her pinky finger as a child's hand. Ah, so this is the beginning of the partnership between Tuesday and the baby. Until the boy finally plucks up the courage. Holding his breath, he pushes down to see. His exact face. Oh god, that is creepy. See, this time the fear comes from the known, the doubt of oneself. Or at least something disguised as oneself. The little hand lets go of her pinky. She hears the footsteps hurry away and disappear into the other side of the room. You still can't trust me, but that's very sensible. You shouldn't easily trust someone, especially when they're too similar to you. But I'll stay here and tell you everything I've learned from the outside world. She spins one story after another, like a patient mother soothing a naughty child. A knock on the door interrupts her. Oh, who could that be? She opens the door. So long. Can I help you? The gaunt lady in front of her doesn't answer. Instead, she starts to unbutton the maid uniform she's wearing. And hello, Elio Saffron? Elio. I will call you Elio if you don't mind. Hello and thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. We are playing through Reverse 1999's Tuesday story quest and learning how messed up in the head she was prior to everything. She was always messed up in the head apparently, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. And apparently she's getting stripped. You came at the right moment. You are coming into Tuesdays being stripped of her clothes by someone, somehow. This is the strangest way of greeting someone. Soon, the dress is off. She neatly folds it and puts it down next to the door. So wait, you really came at the one moment where Tuesday is now naked, or at least in her underwear, who knows. But she no longer has a dress. What a better way to come to a stream. I didn't think there would be a striptease in reverse, but here we are. Yeah, I already did the story. Best one of the side story for me in the game. Seriously? Oh. Well, I have high expectations then for it. Without a word, she turns around and leaves. Wait, we are not seeing Tuesday naked. I am disappointed. Although, I don't know her age, so maybe I should refrain on saying anything like that. But the point is, she saw a lady. The lady came up to Tuesday, stripped Tuesday of her dress, and left. This is what is going on? Like, can you imagine a stranger comes to you, decides to unbutton your shirt, take your shirt, puts it on the side, and just leaves? Like, the heck is that? Better than Olympic Games for sure. Oh, you're talking about the Uluru Games, I think it was. I had to skip the story on that one because I didn't have the time, unfortunately, back then to properly do the story. So I don't really know what happened in that one. Well, well, well. The windows of the entire motel creak open and close, and the sound of rustling and scratching emanates from within its walls. She realizes this is an expression of his joy. Thank you kindly. I'll take over from here. Oh, wait, never mind. It wasn't Tuesday being stripped. I think the previous girl who was working at the hotel removed her own dress, her own uniform, left it there, and then she left. Okay, now that makes much more sense. Maybe I was just being an idiot. Or maybe I just wanted Tuesday to strip. But not really. Tuesday freaks me out, so no. But that still means that the girl just removed her own uniform. Oh wait, is the uniform actually a dress? Yes, it was a dress, that was said. So the girl we don't know of, the girl who Tuesday met, removed her own dress, stood there naked or in her underwear, and then left. That is still very strange. Tuesday bows deeply to the now former motel maid and picks up the uniform she left. Okay, so it was a former maid, and she left naked. So we still got a striptease, that's all I'll say. From now on, she will be the maid of the motel and the owner of a house that feeds on fear. Absolute cinema. Certainly is. Does the story end there? Oh no. After all, this motel is far older than I am. It has its own wisdom. It approved of me, but it didn't fully trust me yet. Be patient, dear. The time will come. Lucky for you, the time is now. Look. Sir, did you call? It's the motel maid. Please, open the door. Sir? No response. She puts her hand on her chest. Her heart is beating faster than usual. She's always been good at peering through keyholes. She's done this since she was a child. So she was a nosy brat. The weight of her body makes the door groan and creak. There's a pet... I can't read that. Oh, another jump scare. They really love to put that eye in front of us. She's also used to the sight of a dead person's eyes. Another poor guest. Can you take a look at on my wilderness later? I tried to build it somehow. Sure, why not? Actually, I was thinking of taking a break. So you know what? Maybe we can check on your wilderness right now, and then I'll take a break because I need to go to the restroom, and then we can go to finish the story. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we are at the halfway point. I tried and still mine's so bad. In all honesty, mine, I haven't done anything to it for months and months. I built it once. Well, no, I rebuilt it several times, but at some point I decided to build it and just get as much of these points that I could. And once I got as much as I could back then, I just never did anything else. So there you go. This is mine, if you want to see it. Although I don't know how to see other people's thingy, the thingy called wilderness. You maxed everyone? Yes. Yes. Every one of my character has 100% bond. So now I can't put anyone to keep going. But that is it is what it is. Middle by layout plan. What is that? Share, use share code. You need to go to their profile. Okay, I got your thingy. How does one go to someone's profile? Friends are there. Friends. I guess I have. Do I have to add you as a friend? Guess so. Search. It is you. Yay, I found you. Well, I'll add you here. That way it's done. Profile page. Visit wilderness. There you go. And you, my friend, are not actually a friend, so you can go away. There you go. I'm a cheap reviewer. Let's see. Middle. Look, high. Because I like to have a high view. Oh, I never even tried these things. I didn't know these things existed. So this is more futuristic. But it's actually kind of cool. And wait, you got 3k points with all of with only these? Because this seems rather small, right? Like you didn't use that many tiles and yet you got a lot of points. Oh, and you have Semmelweis. And Jay and Baby Blue, Bunny. Mercuria, or Mercury, I don't remember, Isolde. Oh, Yenisei. I should build my Yenisei someday. But I actually kind of like it. And Bacorn Bloom. I never know if the B is supposed to be pronounced or not, but... No, you know what? It is a good start. I feel like you could probably try to even out the space, maybe? But honestly, it's good. And I love the fact that you use the futuristic thingies, because I never tried it. Because as I said, I built my wilderness a while back and never went back to rebuild it. I'll probably try to do it at some point. But that means that thanks to you, I can discover these things. Oh, wait, can I put the night? No, I don't want to report you. Request share, no. Oh, I can't put the night time? What is this? Plan details. The heck is that? I guess this is the things that you bought or used, maybe? But no, I want to put the nighttime mode, because that way we get all the lights and stuff like that. It gives airport vibe. Yeah, probably. Wait, airport? Probably this section? Because these look like giant runways. I'll grant you that. But... oh, this fountain thingy. Wait, can I zoom in? Oh god, I didn't mean to zoom in all that much. I like this fountain thingy. Oh, I should definitely revisit my own, what you call that, wilderness at some point to rebuild it. There are so many new, cool things. And is this some kind of stage? I can't really, wait, I can zoom in. And what is this thing? Is this a statue? I think it's a statue of someone kind of dancing and holding something, I think. It's kind of hard to see. But this is very interesting. Oh, and there is a I don't know. Is that, technically speaking, a helicopter? It looks like a submarine, but it flies. You can rotate the view with the right mouse. Oh, wow. Oh, I did not know we could do that. I've been playing this game for a year. I've been playing since week 1 or 2 of the game, and I did not know you could rotate the wilderness. Oh my god, I feel so stupid. Thank you for telling me. Oh my. Now I can see this thing better. Can we go low? Yes, we can. There you go. Now we have a better view. And it's all the dude is holding some kind of star-shaped cross, maybe? Interesting. Oh, but there is a tree. I guess you plopped this thing onto the tile where there was a tree and the tree stayed. That's kind of too bad. I wish they would smartly remove these things, but I guess maybe that's too annoying for the devs to code. But I love these round trees. Honestly, I like your wilderness. It's really cool. I think I have this cat. I think. And I've used this thing. I love these star-shaped thingies on the ground. Oh, and you have Kakanya. That's the only thing I needed to see. You have Kakanya on your in your wilderness. Your wilderness immediately gets approved by me just because you have Kakanya there. Sorry, I'm rotating like a madman because I can't believe I didn't know that. That feels so stupid. Oh, wait, what is this thing? Wait. The spaceship has another spaceship inside of it? Interesting. Strange, but interesting. Oh my god. And what is this building? Oh, wait, these are the thingies that are inside the spaceship, and why are they here, though? Are they stuck inside the building? Ah, poor them, they can't go back. I hope one day you will be able to free them of this torment that they're in. Especially this one, because this one is stuck inside the wall. Unless they are they don't move, actually. I don't know. I've never seen those. And the submarine helicopter actually comes out of this. Okay. Oh, this is fascinating. And there is a small lift here, or an elevator. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for sharing this with me. I love it. I love discovering new stuff like this, especially things I didn't use myself. Because, wait, what is this sand that glows? Does this come with the same futuristic pack? Oh. That's wild. Not to make a pun out of it, because we are in a wilderness, but it is wild, everything that they have added. And the best feature, in my opinion, is the fact that there is a night mode. It's kind of too bad that I can't trigger the night mode here. I wish I could, because seeing all the lights and stuff like that, I feel like it's the way it's prettiest, in a way. But yeah, thank you very much. I will be right back. I need to go to the restroom, so I will have to take a quick break. But once we're back, we'll resume the story. Let me check one thing. Do I have music on my taking a break scene? I do have music, so you will be able to enjoy some music of some reverse 1999 music while I'm away. Is Rabies even rare? I got him 3 times already. No, Rabies is not rare. I believe he's a 3-star or a 4-star. Because in this game you have 2-star characters, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and 6 stars. 6 stars are the rarest. 5-star are a bit less rare, and then the rest are the ones that you get most often, I suppose. So you are going to what do you call that? Get most of the Rabies and stuff like that. Like, I think my Rabies is probably P5, sorry, because the maximum here is 5. Where is he? Yeah, as you can see, all of these characters, I have them at P5 because you get them quite often. So there is that. Yeah, all of them. And starting with the yellow dudes here, these guys are 5 stars. And the 5 stars, kind of harder to get them to P5 unless you pull like a lot on a specific banner where they are rate up. And yep. Oh, and I have these guys that I actually built because I used them. But I've never used Rabies. Where is he? There he is. What does he do? DPS poison. Oh, I didn't even know that. Hello, Rabies. I guess he could be useful. I'd have to read his kit in more details to truly know if he's how good he is or not. Although I could link you to one thing, which is Pride Win. There is a tier list of characters if you are interested in that. If you want to know what characters are good or not, I can link that to you. That way, there you go. That way you can check which characters are good or not. If you still have questions, you can of course ask them on stream, obviously, and I'll try my best to answer them. But this should be help you out in determining which character to build or not. When will the Babadook be playable? I don't think it will. If you're talking about the baby, if you're talking about Tuesday's baby, I don't think we'll ever be able to play the baby. The baby is part of Tuesday, so well, part of her. That's kind of strange said like that. Not the baby? Which Babadook are you talking about? Like an actual character who would be the Babadook, like a kind of monster to scare the children away. Anyway, before we get back to things, I will switch scenes to the taking a break scene. There is a countdown on the scene, but don't really look at the countdown. I'll probably be back before the countdown reaches 0. But I do need to take a break to go to the restroom. It's from a horror movie. Yes, I have seen it. I remember going to the movies with one of my exes, and she absolutely wanted to watch the movie. I did not, because I'm not overly fond of horror stories, and I ended up laughing most of the movie because the Babadook was not really scary for me, but my ex was definitely scared of it. So that was a funny memory. I got Avgust, so I guess I can use him. Yes, I believe Avgust is a healer and a shielder, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe just a shield, one or the other. He's a support character. Let me check very quickly. Where is my Avgust? I did not build him, but this feller and healer. Yeah, you can use him at the beginning. He might be a better healer than Balloon Party. Let's see. 50% of attack granted an HP and deals, and then grants damage, heal, plus 10% to self and allies. Okay, yeah. It's a cure thing. Cure is kind of annoying. Basically, he places a dot, except it's not a dot, it's a hot. There you go. Because dots are a damage over time. This is a heal over time. I'm not overly fond of those, but people can definitely use it. Yeah, Babadook is not a scary movie. It puts pressure morally. Yeah. I barely remember the movie, to be honest, because it's an old movie. It came out like at least 8 years ago, 9 years ago, I think, something like that, right? But yeah. Anyway, it is time for me to go to the restroom. I will be back. Let me refresh the countdown here. And there we go. I shall be back in a moment. And is the music playing here? The music is playing, so yes, the music is playing, so you do have music now. I'll be back. And I am back. Let me switch scenes back to Rebirth. There we go. And now you can hear the beautiful music of the game once again. Let me make sure everything is fine here. Yes, on Twitch everything is fine, and everything is fine as well on YouTube. Great! So we are good to go. At first I didn't hear a restroom, but a restaurant, and I'm like, what? Is the restaurant right outside the door? Technically speaking, I have a restaurant right outside of my building. Like, perhaps not right outside, but the door to my building is next to a restaurant. But no. No, I was just going to the restroom. Plus, I mean, it would be kind of a long break if I was going to a restaurant, you know? Because I would have to sit down, order, then the cook would have to cook and stuff like that. No, I would, if I were to go to a restaurant, I would just end the stream, I think. But yeah, no, it was just a quick restroom break. Because I do try to hydrate myself during streams, especially my vocal cords, since, well, you know, I am the guy who yaps the most, which makes sense since it's my own stream. Unless I had some kind of co-host that could yap in my stead from time to time, but I do not, so I have to be careful with that. And of course, once the water goes in, it has to come out. Nah, never mind, you don't need those kinds of details. Let's go into stage 5, a strange guest. You know, you can make an order online for pickup and just pick it up when it's done.
How many times have I told you not to eat things off the floor?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, not to eat things off the floor. But yeah, yeah, you're right, you can indeed pick up things, but I find that usually, I mean, if you pick it up yourself, it might not be as expensive, but I did use Uber Eats from time to time, a while back, and I do find that it is rather expensive. Like, it is more expensive to order like that than it is to just go to the restaurant or something like that. So I'm not overly fond of these things, and usually I prefer cooking myself. So I don't usually use orders or things like that. The only times I go to a restaurant usually is when I'm out with some friends, but when I'm just by myself, I just cook, and that's it. But I don't know if the restaurant next to my home actually offers pickups like these. Probably. Who knows? I've never actually eaten there because it's actually quite expensive, the restaurant itself. So there is that. Several guests have asked me where Mr. Jaden's gone. It's getting difficult to come up with excuses. Oh, I see. For a second there, you know, I thought we were in a normal story and this was just a normal child grabbing, I don't know, some chips off the floor or some candy. No, this is not a normal story. This is a story where the child just ate a man. A full-grown ass man has been eaten. So, wow. You promised to let some guests leave here alive, so that the stories about us would go further, remember? It's the baby, yes it is. But now, between you eating them and those cultists sacrificing the rest, soon we won't have any guests left. The walls shake in dissatisfaction. This is not open for discussion.
No more eating dead guests. You hear me?
Don't get involved with the guests' problems. Let them figure things out themselves. Sorry. I had a bit of a hiccup. The sound of the hurried footsteps echoes in the wall, disappearing into the distance. Tuesday leaves the room in silence.
We had our quarrels, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, Once again, I got tricked by the game. I thought she was going to continue to speak. How did we solve the issue? Let me think. I suppose there was a little conflict. Oh, I don't like the last sound I heard. Miss Tuesday.
Oh, do be careful, ladies. The blood will be impossible to remove once it seeps through the carpet and soaks into the floorboards.
But don't worry yourselves. I'm the maid. It's my job to clean these kinds of things. Sorry. I suppose I'm feeling chatty today. My apologies for bothering you. Actually, I wanted to ask you for cleaning up after us and giving... I wanted to thank you, my bad. I wanted to thank you for cleaning after us and giving us a place to stay. Tuesday steps over the body lying on the ground, as if it were a fallen branch rather than a person. She sees the fleeting look on her of fear in the woman's face and smiles. This is her first reward of the day. Wait, why would the guest be thankful when she just witnessed someone get murdered? I am confused. But something else catches her eye. Oh, is this the fifth Tuesday or a dead Tuesday that we can see? I think it is. Just got Conjurer. These 5 stars are just free in this game, bruh. Yes, they are. The 5 stars are the equivalent of 4 stars in Genshin or Honkai or any other game. But they are very good. I will say that the 5 stars in this game are very good. Let me think. Yep. I stand by what I'm saying. The 5 stars in this game are very good. Some of the 5 stars are among my favorite characters, actually. And I have them built and I use them... well, I no longer really use them. Ever since I got Lucy and Kakania, I kind of stopped using everyone. But that's on me. But still, these other characters can be used and they're very good. And I believe Conjurer is a pretty good character as well. I never built her, but from what I know, she's good.
What's this?
Is that me? Is this a vision of my future? The figure slouched against the doorframe is indeed her. The puddle of blood beneath her has painted the floor a dark red. There is a knife sticking out of her chest. She reaches for the wound. It's soft and warm beneath her fingers. Interesting. Who would use a butter knife to kill someone? It can barely cut out a slice of bread. A faint voice comes from behind her. Miss Tuesday?
Yes. Is there anything else you need? You're shaking.
Oh, I can tell by your voice. Okay, this time she didn't even complete the full sentence, man. Entranced by the sight of her own dead body, she answers without turning back. That smile, I've seen it before.
Is that you? Christine from the farm.
Wait, Tuesday's name is actually Christine? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of disappointing. I don't know what I was expecting for her real name to be, right? But I didn't expect it to be Christine. Tuesday turns around to meet the woman's eyes. She ignores the knife clutched in her shaking hand. Oh, you remember that girl? Of course I do. She scared the crap out of Tonks. He still won't go into the forest alone. Ever since that day, he's talked about the eyes in the forest, that if he went in, his eyes would be pulled out and hung in the branches. This is another counting of Tuesdays. Yeah, I believe we are at 5. Correct me if I'm mistaken on that front, but I believe we are at 5 Tuesdays. And Jacob still thinks there's a ghost in his attic too.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, you're not. I can hear it in your voice. You're not.
She never wanted to ruin anyone's life.
I know. I know. She takes a step forward.
It was her life that was ruined. She could have gotten married, lived in a cabin near the farm, and visited her parents anytime she'd liked. They never should have let those two fugitives escape. Those monsters even shot the kids. Blood drenched the couch.
Oh, shit. Is this actually Tuesday's backstory? She lived in a farm with her brother and her parents, but apparently fugitives escaped and they killed her family, but she survived and she kind of lost it, I guess? No one ever saw Christine again. There was all kinds of rumors that she was killed and dragged off somewhere, or that she ran away and starved in the fields, or even that she led the fugitives there herself. Now, according to the Tuesday we know, that would make sense that she would lead the fugitives to kill her own family. That's about the Tuesday we know now, but maybe back then she was just kind of a normal girl, I guess. But I guess you came here, huh? I understand, given what happened.
Oh,
Is that all you wanted to say? She maintains a polite smile. Do I know you?
this is a small town, so stories travel fast. But how do you know it so well? Could you elaborate a little about the blood-soaked couch, the cup of coffee on the table that was so turbid that it was almost unrecognizable, and the broken nails dug into the floorboards?
She did not say all of that. She did talk about the couch, I think, but she did not say the rest. So you are confirming that this is your story. Thank you, Tuesday. I was beginning to wonder.
Where did you see all these? I saw it through the slit in the lock.
Okay, so she witnessed the murder of her own family. It was terrifying. I couldn't help but imagine if I were the victim. Her cheeks flush red. She really has flushy cheeks, I guess, but is that a way of saying things? Flushy cheeks? But her cheeks flush red very often. That's what I meant. You don't remember me? We were friends. We lived in the same town. I was there when you told us the story about the eyes in the forest. Her voice shakes, together with the knife she's holding. We played together, had fun together. You were the bravest of us all. What are you doing here? Trying to avenge your family or something? Look.
Be careful. Something's wrong with this house. Every night, I saw Jaden's eyes near the bed. In the dark corners. In the wall.
I thought Mr. Jaden is dead, right? I believe the baby ate Mr. Jaden.
His face torn apart and smeared on the wall, his mouth mumbling about the murder on the farm. That reminds me. You look just like poor Christine.
Trembling. Oh. That I was not supposed to read. The baby. You really like it when I say the baby. It's okay, Christine. Don't hurt me. I can introduce you to them, and they will bless you. Oh, is this a follower of the Order of Enlightenment? You can be one of us. You can be enlightened. Yep, she is. Oh, you must be terrified by the nightmare. Should I walk you around? Perhaps that'll make you better.
Don't! Stay away! Please!
I can share their ritual with you. I'll keep the secret for you. I remember. Jaden recognized you here, and disappeared shortly after. And those rumors, it can't be a coincidence. Your whole family being killed when you just happen to be out.
It's a crying shame that I didn't die with them.
Oh, I won't do anything to you now, but I can't make any promises about later. So, run, Missy. Run away while you still can. Step by step, Tuesday walks towards the quivering knife until its tip is pressed against herself, I guess. Ah! As fear overtakes her, she drops the knife and rushes down the stairs. Ah, so the guest fled. Tuesday sighs, bending over to pick it up.
This knife is far too blunt to hurt anyone.
Wait, this is not a butter knife. Butter knives usually have rounded edges, right? The edge is supposed to be somewhat round. At least the one I have at my home is like that. Maybe not all butter knives are the same. She hears the front door open and slam shut. The footsteps fade into the fields outside. Laughter echoes from the walls around her.
I didn't tell you the story so you could pull a prank on me.
Nor use them to drive away useful guests. She feels the floor shaking as if a child is running on the ceiling downstairs. Even if you scare all those cultists away, my mind won't change. So stop eating and killing them, okay? It's not funny. And please, try making up a better story next time. Oh, I guess this was not a real story. Is it a real story? Is it really what happened to Tuesday? And I still don't have an answer whether Tuesday was happy about her family being murdered and she led the fugitives or something like that, or if she just lost her mind after witnessing a brutal, horrific murder. Alright, you can do whatever you want with this body, but this is the last time, understand? There will be no next time. The door slams shut behind her. She ignores the motel's bad temper, putting the knife away and fixing her hem as if nothing had happened. Then she steps over her own body. To be continued? To be continued, indeed. Ah. Such a naughty child. Ah well, the day's work isn't done yet. Let's check on that. Did it think this illusion would scare me? How cute. Game, please let me play, thank you. Oh. Ah. Am I back in the same hallway again? This one of your new pranks? How dull. There is a never-ending hallway in the motel. If you accidentally find yourself in it, be sure to follow these rules. What are the rules, please? Oh, pay attention to any unusual things in the corridor, including changes in the decor or doors that suddenly appear or open. Yes. If you notice anything abnormal, immediately turn back. If nothing seems out of place, proceed. Okay. So we have 3 doors, we have 3 lamps, each to the right of the door or the left, depending on where you stand. Rumor has it that people who enter this corridor are never seen again. Where do they go? Who knows? Well, I guess the motel or the baby eats them. Did it think... Okay, this is the same thing. I think we can proceed. right? But I still don't see any difference here. So we are proceeding. Ah, never mind. Here there is a difference. This one changed colors. This hallway looks different from the last. From now on, I'll need to be extra careful about every decision I make. Yeah. This door changed colors. So we have to go back. This one seems normal, so we can go up. What? Ah. Well, I guess I don't really have a choice. Right? Because that one was... Oh, never mind. This is definitely different because this hallway has everything opened. Now this... Oh, never mind. This one is not right either. Because the lamps are on the other side of the door. So we go back again. This time I think everything's fine. Yay, we made it. God damn. Let me quickly check one thing. Yeah, I need to plug in something and I'll be right back. It should only take me a moment. And there you go, the moment is done. I'm done. And we still have three stages to go, 6, 7, and 8. And I'm starting to get hungry, so hopefully we can speedrun them. Not really, because I still have to read everything. Ah shit, I didn't read what it was. Stage 6. Christine's baby. I'm going to sleep. Well, good night. Yes, I think I pronounced it correctly this time. But good night to you, and thank you for coming to check out the stream once again. If you're ever curious about the ending of the story, the VOD on Twitch will stay up for 7 days. But after that it will be deleted. But nowadays I also stream on YouTube at the same time, so the VOD of my YouTube stream will stay there. But I want to say forever, but until YouTube decides to remove it, I guess. But it shouldn't, apparently. Normally it shouldn't. So yeah, if you're ever curious about the ending of the story, because I am going to continue, you can check it out on YouTube if you want to. But once again, thank you for coming to the stream, and I hope you enjoyed your time. I hope you went home safely and you're now... well, I guess if you're going to sleep, you're probably home, yes. And what is this? I still have Google Translate open, so I can translate this very quickly. Lights out, comrades. How do you say that? Atboy Tavarishe. Ah, so Tavarishe is comrades, and Atboy is Adboy. The T is not actually a T, it sounds more like a D. Adboy. Adboy Tavarishe. I think that's somehow approximately correct. Approximately. But good night to you as well. Have a sweet... have a good night's rest and sweet dreams. Hopefully you will not dream of Tuesday or the baby. And then... Oh, I'm not on the right window. Did they make up? Did they make up? What about the kid in the walls? Oh, it's not in the walls. It's the motel itself. The baby! Yes, I had to say at least one last time before you went to bed. Anyway, eventually we found out a way to resolve the conflict between us. It formerly belonged to me.
And I decided to be its caretaker.
Since I see chairs, I have a feeling that there are going to be some monsters. This naughty child won't stop chasing me, and this place is just too spacious. I need to block the path ahead. Sure. Wait, but what path am I supposed to block? Is this the path? I guess so, since, But I don't know where the monsters are going to come from, so... What is this? No, I guess I made it. But I don't even know if... Oh, we have a 6th Tuesday here. A new Tuesday to count. I once found a notebook left by the previous owner. She got lost, wandered in here thinking it was just a haunted house. Poor girl, had nowhere to go, so she decided to stay. Do not enter doors that appear out of nowhere. Do not reply to the voices, they aren't real. Do not answer late-night room service call. There are more rules like this. She wrote them all, as if living in this motel was some kind of game.
Oh, did she really believe that following these rules would keep her safe?
Tuesday nudges the body on the floor with her foot. Or maybe it's the same Tuesday and she's just traveling? No, the truth is these Tuesdays that we keep seeing, the dead Tuesdays, they are illusions created by the baby, by the motel. Because the motel / the baby is having some kind of temper tantrum, I guess. It's behaving like a child, as usual. As a child would, I mean. And it's making these illusions of Tuesdays. So Tuesday, the real one, could be scared, but she's not scared. So yeah, I think.
Christine.
Sneering, scratchy sounds come from the walls. Look at you, creating all these illusions as if you can predict my miserable fate. Well, there you go, she said it herself. The baby is creating illusions of her.
That I'd fall to the floor, scratching my throat and gasping for breath.
I guess we should say that this baby motel and Tuesday, they really are meant for each other. They really complement well together.
Suffocated by an eyeball.
Suffocated by an eyeball? That sounds disgusting. What did I see? What made me do this? It must have been those blinking eyes outside, huh? A ridiculous story, like those she once told me. To scare her friends. That was the last part. Okay, so I did manage to block one dude. Will I survive? I think I do. Yay, I survived. No, but there are monsters here. These cabinets seem sturdy. They won't break easily. I should make use of them too. Oh? Oh. I think I fucked up. Wait a sec. No, this is not what I meant to do. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I can... Okay. I can't get to the bathroom. This illusion is in the way. If I find another illusion, it should reveal a new path. Am I not supposed to... shit. Okay, my bad. I thought I had a little bit more time, but I guess not. So first... Yep, thank you. First, I grab you. Block that path. Never mind. Yeah, I think I don't know how else to do this. Because I can't get to this. Oh, wait. I think I understand. Yep. And I think I can do that. And there. There we go. Okay. There are many doors in the hallway. Footsteps pitter-patter behind her. Nobody knows what's behind each of them.
Perhaps there's a butcher with a paper bag on his head, or a chupacabra with dry, matted hair.
Or maybe there is a wandering ghost spying on the living through the keyhole.
Christine. Christine.
There are no windows here, but the wind still blows.
Oh,
I can hear voices in it. Someone's calling out.
Christine. Christine.
Her parents are missing their child, and her siblings are missing their older sister. She steps into the shadows.
Poor child, so far from home. Like a piece of flesh that's been torn from the body. She should be placed back in the wound.
Reunited with her family. What? Pound? A dull pounding sound comes from the wall beside her. Or perhaps she should hide in the nearest room. Just like this. Oh, we have our 7th Tuesday. I think I saw another body here. Pain? Don't know what that meant. Pain. F-E-I-N. Now, I am going to grab you. There you go. Yep. Wait. Yep. Let's leave that there. Let's leave it, and we're good? We're good.
Oh.
No, that's not it. This room is far too small to hide in it. And my pursuer is everywhere.
Christine.
That's a loud one. What should I do? Hide under the bed? Or make a run for it? Things won't end well if I stay here. Look. She studies her own twisted face in the mirror.
I hope I'll never make that face.
All right. Think, Tuesday. Or maybe the bathroom's a safer place. The walls there are thicker, and it doesn't like water. The monster doesn't like water. The vase on the cupboard falls to the floor and shatters. It's here, in this room, with me. Luckily, there's a public washroom outside. I'd better leave it there. This disobedient child has to learn a lesson. Is this some event or story? Both. This is what do you call that? Right now we are having an event in patch 2.1, and that event has a story. That story involves Tuesday as one of the main characters, and she has a story of her own, which is what I'm doing right now. It's a character quest, or character story, I guess. But I believe these stories are only available during the event, unfortunately. Sure. Okay, I should be fine. I know the monster is fast, but I should be fine. Yes, okay. But I have to get through this door first. The doorknob won't turn. No matter what she tries, it won't budge. Oh god. Laughter rings in the room.
Who shut the door?
She bends down to look through the keyhole, just as expected. Maybe I didn't make myself clear.
Don't eat off the floor. And certainly don't spit them out again.
I'm getting pretty tired of you blocking doors with dead bodies. She takes a few steps back and leans, preparing to ram the door open with her body. Ready? My apologies, Mr. Jaden. But curiosity killed the cat. Maybe you should quit staring through keyholes. The destination is at the end of the hallway. All she has to do is run and keep running. Ah. I wanted to block that path here behind us. No need, I guess? No need. We made it? Are we safe then? These walls are thick enough to hold it off. But this door could be easily broken and I don't have time to barricade it. What else do we have here? Mirror? Everyone knows you shouldn't look into the mirror in a horror story. How about shattering it? She might be able to use a shard to defend herself, but she also might hurt herself in the process. Then she recalls that handy little thing. Pristine. She turns around to face the door. This is the obvious weak point. It's almost likely to break in through here. Watch your feet and stand firm. You don't want to fall like that vase. What a mess that would be. Her heart pounds in her chest. It's beating at a familiar pace, like when she looked down at the farm from the hill and saw the townsfolk panicking after another bloody murder. Is this the thrill of escaping death? No, it's more than that. Oh, face your fear. Can certainly do that. Boom! The townsfolk were compelled by their curiosity. But even so, they didn't dare look at your bodies.
Daddy, Mama, my younger brother, and my dear little sister.
Ah, this is the information that I was missing. Because I already knew she had a brother, and later on we learned that she was the eldest, but now we also know that she has a little sister. And they said several times that several kids were killed, but I didn't know it was a sister, so there we go. Now we have a bit more information. So I do believe that everything we are reading right now is actually what happened in Tuesday's past, but it's kind of a retelling of the story, so I don't know if it's actually real or not, and I still don't know if Tuesday was actually happy about this whole murder thing, or if she once again just lost her mind after her family got killed.
You've no idea how quickly people crumble in the face of fear.
She clings to the tool with her clammy hands. It's a silver table knife, the kind that can bend easily. It isn't threatening at all. Throw it away. What can a blunt knife do?
Fear is a warning.
It protects us from danger. Our fear of fire protects us from getting burned. Our fear of heights does something else, I guess. Most of the time, fear comes from our imagination. Countless unknowns and endless possibilities swim around in there.
What's hiding in the dark? What'll happen next? Whose footsteps are those echoing behind me?
When we don't have the courage to face it, fear overtakes us.
Fear is surrender.
Wait, what does she mean by that? Fear is surrender. You can surrender to your fear, or face it with courage, I suppose. But how is fear surrender, my dear Tuesday? I'm not sure I understand.
Succumbing to fiction, to imagination.
She repeats the name Christine. Christine herself is a tiny silver knife, but sharper than anything.
And frightening others is defying your fear. Oh, what a sweet moment to defeat the undefeatable.
Yeah, okay, I get it. She's completely lost it from day one, I think. She might have always been that way. I forgive you, because you need me, a maid to tell you bedtime stories, and a friend to spread fear.
You need a mother.
A mother to teach you, raise you, and also scold you when necessary.
A person who will teach you how to properly play with fear. Someone who will keep you from fire and water and all the rest of life's dangers.
I'm sure you've realized by now that your little tricks don't work on me. She touches the floor and feels the beating pulse of the motel. Fear comes from the unknown, so I need to take a visible form. Then I can keep my eye on you at all times. So,
I wish you were small enough for me to cradle you in my arms.
a bundle of swaddling cloth appears on the floor in front of her. She picks it up.
See? Fear isn't so scary. Good child. Good.
Oh, okay, so the baby was never a baby in the first place. The baby was the motel itself, and then she asked it to turn into a baby because she considers it to be a baby. Oh, I see. At first I thought that she found a baby monster, I suppose, and then the baby somehow manifested a hotel, I guess. I don't really know what I was thinking back then, but now I understand. The hotel itself was always the monster, and the baby only came afterwards. Whereas in my head I thought the baby came first and then the motel, but no. Okay. I got it. Good child. Good. I think I forgot to read the line. But she's happy, at least, I guess. Oh. I don't know if we want her to be happy or not. But it is success, apparently. Christine's baby. So Tuesday's name is actually, indeed, Christine. Not gonna lie, once again, I am disappointed in that name. It's not a name that I particularly like. I knew Christine once. Not the best person I've known, to be fair. And it does remind me of Eternity. I absolutely love Eternity, but after doing her story quest, her anecdote, well, that is when I learned that her actual name is Winifred. And I'm not fond of that name. First off, I hadn't heard that name in years upon years. I've never met a Winifred myself, but not fond. But this is just personal taste, right? The Shepperdess, stage 7. Story time's over, children. Close your eyes. I'm going to turn on the light. Ouch, my eyes. Wait, what? Her little audience doesn't hesitate to give her all the praise and applause. Wait, was she actually telling all of this story to the people in the suitcase? Because there was a document that we read yesterday towards the end of the stream that said that the Foundation had taken her in, but there was a suggestion for her to become a part of Team Timekeeper. Oh, so they went with that, I guess. Followed by lots of questions. After all, children are very curious. Before Tuesday can answer any of them, one voice cuts through the chatter. Ah, finally! I'm almost out of battery. I hope this is our last story time. Oh, TTT. While she's complaining, Poltergeist leans against her.
What is that?
Excuse me? I'm not a wall, you know.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just a little scared. Crackling noises fill TTT's screens. You seem to have something to say, little ones. She smiles and looks at the huddling children. Oh, Lasaurus is there too. Goddamn. It's a teeny tiny bit scary. Next time I'm in a forest, I'll have to be on the lookout for those eyes.
I will do my best.
I will do my best to figure out what's going on.
I don't understand.
August. August is very cute as a child. I don't understand. Will I go hungry if I live in the walls too? I want to play with it. Do I have to go into the walls to play with it?
Huh?
Maybe it doesn't need food like us, Alphin. Still, not needing and not eating are two different things. I wouldn't say no to a slice of Mrs. Bunny's apple pie. Tuesday smiles. It seems the children's thoughts have already moved elsewhere. Oh, I can make some desserts too. Let's see. We have 6 children here. 6? That's not right. That's not right. Oh, that's right. 8, including Miss TTT, who came to play us a movie, and that girl under the sheet next to her.
Now, children, why haven't you spoken to our new friend there? Behind you.
What? There is someone behind us? Lasaurus feels a kind of pressure coming from the back of the sofa. Come on, join us. Here, use this napkin to wipe your face.
Look at you. There's blood all over your face.
Oh God. Should we take a look? On the count of 3. 1. She's just trying to scare us. 2. It's okay, it's okay. 3. They take a deep breath and turn around. Hello. Wait, why would there be blood all over Barbara? I didn't want to interrupt you, so... The room falls silent. Barbara pushes through despite the awkward atmosphere.
Hello, Tuesday. I brought you your dollhouse.
Thank you. Just put it on the table there. Just as she puts it on the table, Barbara feels something pulling at her jacket.
Wow.
Goodness me, you're a sheep. Can we play together? I really like your fur. It's so curly and pretty. The other children quickly surround this new friend. Looks like they're getting along well. Good. Didn't want to scare those lovely children off. That little bit of mystery was just right. Alright, it's time you and I had a chat. She walks over to the stack of TVs and knocks on the top one. Where is that little girl who was with you just now? She said there were too many people here and ran away. Maybe she's hiding somewhere. Anyway, I helped you a lot this time. I bet you really regret selling me now, huh? Where else could you find such a useful, well-designed and perfect for a motel TV? Wait, I do remember we read something about that yesterday, that Tuesday sold second-hand TV. Was that actually TTT? Oh, that's lovely. I love the fact that they are integrating different characters into it, especially characters that we are not used to seeing.
Yes.
You're right. The other TVs I bought never worked properly. I rarely use them. I couldn't have finished the story without you. Thank you. Oh, it's fine. If you really want to thank me, how about you tell me some secrets? I know you must have a load of them. Motels are one of the most juicy places for gossip, just like schools and restaurants. I haven't heard anything yet about the motel you once stayed in. But I do have something else to tell you. That TV seems like it could fetch quite a price. It's a phone call about TV business. Alright, just sneak it out when no one's around. It said that there is a talking ghost living in it. An eye is peering in through the keyhole. She's no ghost. She quietly gets to her feet, ensuring she doesn't make a sound. What should I do now? It's not proper to kick out a guest. And it's not appropriate to keep a child at home forever, no matter how well behaved she is. Oh, didn't the guest mention that there is a market nearby? Yes, she said it was crowded, full of arcanist customers. That might be a good choice. Okay, so yeah, she did truly sell TTT. Huh. So you sold me on purpose. How old are you, by the way? I'm 31, almost turning 32 next year, obviously, but in a few months.
Oh.
Well, weren't you the one always saying the motel was too dark and creepy? I thought it'd be better if I sold you to someone reliable, and the foundation was just that. It's thanks to them that we can talk face to face now. Alright, Someone's knocking at the door. But the door isn't closed. See? The children left it open when they left. What?
Oh.
I need to go. Tell me more secrets next time, okay? Bye! The TV screens turn off in an instant.
She's still so afraid of ghost stories. Just when I thought she was getting used to them.
Then, the dollhouse on the table shakes a little. Oh, to be continued. This looks more like the end. It's strange that it would continue. I am kind of, confused, I guess. Yes, that's the word. I'm kind of confused as to what this thing could be. The double-sided mirror, stage 8. Because stage 7 definitely felt like the ending of the story. This should be the right time. Tuesday, are you there? Again, there is no response. Am I too early? Or perhaps I'm late?
No.
Or maybe she didn't hear me. She knocks one more time. This time, her knock is answered.
It took you 5 minutes and 23 seconds to open the door. Longer than I expected.
You expected her to take that much time to open a door? I mean, she didn't have to open the door right away, that for sure, but she could have at least answered by voice, you know? Is there any reason for that? Oh, I was catching up with an old friend. You really scared her with your knocking. I was a little preoccupied watching her reaction. My apologies. How's your test going? Anything you'd like to share with me? With Miss Barbara's help, we've managed to finish the mobility test. It seems the suitcase weakens the connection between the motel and the outside world. The dollhouse's structure and furnishings are an exact replica of the original motel. I can feel it shaking when Miss Barbara moves, but not so much that I lose my balance.
No.
So, in conclusion, there is no need to take extra measures to restrain the dollhouse. Which I'm sure Miss Vila will be glad to hear. Wait, what does Vila has to do with this? Wonderful. Then it's safe for those lively, curious children. My child could use some friendly playmates. It's a win-win then. By the way, there is something I've been meaning to ask you. Yes? It's about your suitcase. Is it a similar existence to my child? Oh, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Tuesday studies her face, looking for any signs of hesitation. Didn't you ever worry that I wouldn't open the door for you? Anyway, I know we're going to spend a long time together, so I told it not to play any pranks on you. But I didn't expect it to be so obedient. The swaddling cloth in her arms stirs.
Good child.
There.
Good.
I'm not blaming you, sweetie. Truth is, Miss Vertin, I found you rather intriguing. You're so young, yet you're steady as a rock.
You're not afraid of separation or of being left alone. You don't seem to fear unknown dangers either.
Well, given what we know of Vertin's past, let's not say anything more than that.
Even now, I don't see a hint of fear in you.
Her pale face blushes, like a silver knife reflecting the candlelight. This is rare indeed.
Are you really never afraid?
Is she never afraid? Never is a strong word. It means not even once before, and not ever after.
No. I've certainly had my fearful moments, and perhaps there'll be more to come, but I'm not afraid right now. As you said, fear comes from the unknown, and as we learn about the unknown, we conquer fear. You're welcome to stay here with us for more, if you're interested.
I see. You're confident. You must know yourself well.
Well, now that the story's come to an end, I wonder what people will do. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing it.
Oh, wait, is this stage more like an epilogue, I guess? What is fear? Is it a sound without a source? An indescribable creature, or a sword suspended by a single hair? Is it a mirror? Or a pair of eyes gazing into the abyss and the abyss staring back?
Whatever may come, I wish you all the best.
Thank you. The end. Okay. So it was more like an epilogue, because the last stage definitely felt like an ending type of stage to me. So I was very confused about that. Sorry, I had to stretch a bit. But yeah, this is Tuesday's story then. That was certainly interesting or intriguing. That was quite something, though. Tuesday is a very strange character. I don't know why her baby here is a crocodile, because the baby we saw was very strange looking, and it did not even look like a crocodile. It looked like an overgrown fetus, but like just a fetus, but you know, that was sized up, not a fetus that just grew up to become a human being. But never mind that. So, Tuesday's story, Bedtime Story. Honestly, it was pretty good. I feel like that's the one thing I'll kind of criticize, and it's not really a critique, that's just personal taste. But a lot of what we saw here, we don't know what was real or not, in the sense that at the end, it was revealed that Tuesday was telling this story to all the children, to Lesaurus, Eagle, TTT, Poltergeist, the Twin Sleep, and stuff like that, right? So maybe she made up all of the story, or maybe she just told them what had truly happened to her. So that's the first level. We don't know exactly what happened. The second level of not knowing what happened is that we don't know exactly if Tuesday was indeed Christine. I'm guessing that she is. And we don't know if Christine led the two fugitives to her house and just watched them murder her parents and family, or if she just happened to be there and witness it. Because it seems like she was peeping through a keyhole, and yet there was another guest at some point who said that she happened to be out when the murder occurred. So once again, there are some confusing parts to this thing, and I know that this is voluntary on the writing part. It's made to be that way. That way it's open to interpretation, and you can have your own headcanon if you want to, which is fine, but it's not exactly how I prefer my stories. I prefer to be told things, well, not to be told or showed. I don't really care one way or the other, but I like to have facts in my mind, you know, to know, okay, this happened that way and that's it, you know. I can have two challenging facts, that's fine sometimes, but yeah, so sometimes here I feel like things were a bit vague. And it's intentional. That's the word I was looking for, intentional. And yeah, that depending on how you prefer your stories, you might have some issues with that. But a lot of Reverse 1999 is either vague or abstract or stuff like that. And I still love the story, which means that it's still very well written. I do enjoy my time with this. And I guess that's about it. That's about all I have to say about the story. The story was good. The characters were interesting. I especially loved the very ending where they put Lesaurus, Eagle, TTT, and apparently TTT was the TV that Tuesday sold, and that was then confirmed a tiny bit later on. And I'm glad for that, because TTT is not a character that we've ever seen in a story, I believe, thus far. So I'm glad that they are integrating characters like that, because we have a huge roster of characters in the game. Like, I mean, seriously, the roster of characters here is huge. And for instance, I believe the Fool, we've seen him once, but Alien T, I don't think so. John Tyler, I don't think so either. The Twin Sleeps, we just saw them. Darley Clatter, I don't think so. I'm not going to go through the list, but Sputnik, we only recently saw her during last patch's event story. TTT, I believe, is the first time. Miss Moisson, we saw her in a main story at some point. But yeah, these characters were there from 1.0. And we never really saw them or learned anything about them. But slowly, we are getting either they are connecting these characters to the main story or to event stories, or sometimes they even get their own anecdotes, or sometimes even both, because we have Eternity. Where is my Eternity? She should be at the top, right here. Eternity had her own anecdote, and she appeared in the main story of the game. It wasn't the main story, it was the last event story. But the last couple of event story, the last patch and this one, they are supposed to be event stories, and yet it feels like they are part of the actual main story of the game, because they are direct continuations of what happened previously. For instance, in this patch, we heard about the vacuum bomb, and that's what happened at the end of patch 1.9. We also saw Miss Kimberly, and Miss Kimberly was introduced in patch 2.0. And patch 2.0 happened also, once again, after patch 1.9. So instead of having standalone stories for these events, now we still... they seem to be kind of like setups for the new arc, because the 1.0 arc ended with 1.9. And I guess this is the new arc that is beginning, and these two story patches, or event patches, are actually a setup for what is to come. So next patch we'll have 2.2, and that will be a main story chapter. So I'm guessing it will be chapter 8, unless they change the way they present the chapters or something like that, because we ended on chapter 7 for the main story. And that is where we'll meet Anjonala, who strikingly looks like Miss Kimberly. So I don't know how Miss Kimberly became Anjonala, if there is actually a connection between the two, but never mind that. The point is, we have a lot to look forward to. Anyway, on that note, I will switch scenes because I will be ending the stream in just a moment, because I'm getting tired, especially my voice is getting tired, and I have to, what do you call that? I have to eat, yes. We are Friday, so tomorrow is Saturday, and on Saturdays I stream at 4 p.m. Central European Standard Time instead of 6, so 2 hours earlier. And tomorrow we'll do Bloney's story quest. I'm actually curious to see more about Bloney, because we haven't seen her in a long while. The last time we saw her was during A Nightmare at Green Lake, and I think that was 1.2, if I remember correctly. Only weak needs need food. Then I am weak, because I do need food. I won't lie about it. I won't cower away. I will say it with pride. I need food. But anyway, so tomorrow we'll do Bloney's story, and as I announced earlier, next week we'll probably go back to Genshin Impact and catch up on what I have to do there in terms of character quests for Sino, Emily, and Seedween. We'll do them one at a time, and I think I will do them in the order they came out. So I believe it was Sino, Seedween, and then Emily last. So that's probably what we'll do next week, unless there is something that I feel like is more interesting to do in the meantime. But this should be our program. So yeah, tomorrow Bloney, Wednesday Sino, Thursday what's her name, Seedween, Friday Emily, and finally next Saturday, well, not this one but the one afterwards, next week, we'll do all the end games once again. On that note, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your time on the stream. Thank you for the follow as well. That was lovely. We finally have our 50 followers back, because we made it to 50 a couple days ago, then we went back to 49, and now we're back at 50, which is lovely. Anyway, thank you for that. And on that note, I will leave you, and I'll see you tomorrow. So goodbye, and have a great time, whatever time it is for you, whether it is the morning, the afternoon, or the evening. I wish you a great time. See you tomorrow, and goodbye.